I've unlocked this. Transfer microfilm. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let me know how the audio is, per usual. Let me know how the audio is. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hang on. Let me try some stuff. Okay, cool. Alright. Normally this doesn't work great because I say things out loud when I snipe, but for this, eh.
I mean, I usually put myself on push talk if I'm
Yeah, I hate that.
sniping. Yeah, I don't like it either, but it's a thing.
So you've already played some games of this?
I played a little bit.
Like a dozen, or?
I'd say around 20-ish in the game, probably. Maybe a little bit more.
That's not bad. Ugh, sharks are terrifying. I don't like
oh,
this. I don't like this at all.
oh, yeah.
Yes.
The... You have a harder time with sniper then, because it's right in front of your vision.
Yeah, like I don't mind on the spy so much. I can kind of just not even. You actually kind of got to go out of your way to see it, even.
Yeah, but you kind of want to see it, that's the thing.
I guess.
You
Yeah.
want to be able to know where it's at.
Yeah, I mean you kind of need to.
I mean, then again, you could, maybe if you get good at it, you could just look at it once and then, like, have, kind of keep the count of where it is for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's the kind of thing gamers will figure out eventually.
That way you don't have to look at you don't have to look at the shark anymore than you have to.
Yes, I don't want to. I don't want to. Sharks. Sharks is scary. So the thought there was, obviously I'm not going to microfilm after the shark's done blocking it. You're clear there.
Oh, no,
Clear.
I understand the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Although the main issue there is when you start that microphone animation, when you start the action test with a microphone, like if you're not like you're I believe
Yeah, if you're not at a rest position,
like
it's more
yeah
obvious. You get an extra jerk
you snap
motion, which gives them one more chance to
yeah
catch you.
exactly you snap back and then that's what drew my eye really.
Yeah, I was more concerned that she was going to walk away, and I still wanted the cover from her, and I think a green probably still works there, but
Right.
white, not so much. White, not so much. That was a not so great white, if you ask me. You wish if you'd thought of it, you would have
Oh,
said it, for sure, for sure. No
you
doubt,
know,
no doubt.
you're not wrong.
God, this feels so weird.
Yeah.
My voice is low. Okay, stream is telling me my voice is low. I will fix that soon. Actually soon, not the way we normally mean in this podcast. Actually soon. This is. I'm not going to fix my volume in July.
Oh gosh. I think the stream might be over by then. I don't know.
Who knows?
Banana bread.
Stupid freaking shark, get out of the way. Why is this shark in the way? I don't get it. It's so dumb that this shark can just get in the way.
Of a shot or
It's like
of seeing?
of anything. I don't know. Whatever. Freaking shark. God. Yeah.
Sure.
So I have to check the replay after every game now, because it's
Yeah.
that kind of game. Yeah. Let me fiddle with my audio settings here.
I always check the replay for the things I did while I was under the cover of the shark to
You
see
have
how
to.
good they were.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you need to check it every game. For crying out.
And this one went well. I got the completely unseen bug.
I mean, I assume that's just gonna happen. That's the thing.
Yeah, like what I've found playing it so far is that you really have to be like looking at where people are standing before the shark goes by.
Right.
So you can check that. You can kind of cross reference between where they went and where they stood, and kind of like divine what they've done.
Yeah. Did they take a suspicious path? It's like bug paths for everything, though.
Right.
Actually, yeah, that's the best way I think I can put it. It's like, you can shoot for a bug path, in the wake of the bug, and you can sort of shoot for a swap path, which is they're walking away from statues. I didn't see them at statues, but there's a swap that's taking place, and they're walking away from it. So now there's a swap path and a purloin path and a whatever. Okay, let me just.
Well, it's a bar purloin, so a little bit less.
A little less of that.
Though I have
Yeah,
seen
I'm not
some
gonna
cheap
catch that bug.
plays
That's
made.
crazy. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's just free. That's tan bug. It's like, okay, yeah, could have bugged, whatever.
Banana bread.
Let me see this here.
The main suspicious thing about that is the fact that I took that path at all.
Yeah, that's it. And that's why tan is good as a good comparison too, because it's like people are gonna take that path. Maybe not.
But although I think on Tan it's a little bit more that.
Actually, don't accept the game yet. Sorry, I'm just gonna change audio one more
Yeah,
time.
don't worry. I think on Tan it's a little bit more that you are just going to get that reverse drive-by bug eventually. If the ambassador just keeps walking around.
You might not get one here. You're gonna get a few opportunities, but okay.
I haven't really gotten reverse drive-by bug opportunities on this map very much.
Yeah. All right, I'm
It's
ready.
always bug paths in the shark.
Banana bread. Oh, I just missed the promo entirely.
Well, plenty of time. It's
Shark promo.
hard to imagine it's the last mission there. I actually think there might be too much time on this map.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right? I keep walking around and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of time left every time with decent mission progress. It's not as big
Yeah.
as you think it's going to be for whatever reason.
That's a solid bug.
Yeah. I saw her drifting, and I thought, you know what, if she does that little thing where she starts to go one direction but then changes her mind, it's going to be perfect. And that's exactly what happened.
Nice.
Let's see here. Hummus wants to talk about SCL Manager integration while I'm streaming. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. How about let's talk about something else first. Let's talk about this. You ready? I went to brunch today. What do you think I had, everybody? What do you think I had?
Oh.
It was let's see. I'll give you some hints. First of all, brunch. Big hint, right? That narrows it down a lot. Probably didn't have sushi or spaghetti. I did not have banana bread up there. Come on.
Surprise there.
Is that even a serious guess, or? Two different people guessed banana bread. Oh, the puns are so bad right now in my chat. Oh my god.
Oh no.
And I'm saying that. Also, I'm not paying attention to the party at all, so congratulations on your free win. Okay, so more hints. So brunch, first of all. Also, comfort food. And Southern? No, noob, you are so wrong, actually, as it turns out. The exact opposite happened to noob. I'll have you know. Come on, throw out some guesses, people. Come on. What's
Shark fin soup.
Shark fin soup. Someone said that, yes.
Dang it.
Chicken and waffles, a bear gets it, yes. Chicken and waffles. So I did have the option of pancakes.
The classic.
Yeah, I know you were just insulting me. That's what you do, man. Pwn Noob is Spy Party's insult comic. He's Pwn Noob, the insult comic dog. Hey, what's up with this shark? It's kind of in my way. What's going on, shark? But like brisket and gravy and stuff like that. Yeah, this place had like all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna say no. Gonna hold off here on this. I'll have you know, noob, that my behavioral lowlights in SCL have been basically flawless. Also, these are cheap as hell. This is just what's going on in Sharkland lowlights. You can't win with noob, guys. That's the thing you gotta realize. He's like, you should take behavioral lowlights like me, and then I take lowlights, and then he's like, these are gross. And I'm like, okay, alright. This is a Hail Mary shot, because I wasn't paying any attention this game.
Should have just waited for the green swap to go off.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't say bad. You just described them as gross and adorable. Apparently neither of these things are negatives. That's so great. I love it. That's so good.
I should open chat. Then again, maybe spoilers on my sniper.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna blurt stuff out for sure.
Yeah.
A bear says it right. Yeah. Is it truly behavioral unless you're wrong half the time?
I mean, you're only wrong like what, one in how many times?
You're actually wrong way more often than that. It just doesn't hurt you. You know what I mean? Like the lowlights are bad a lot. It just doesn't necessarily hurt you when they're bad.
There is only one wrong lowlight.
Exactly right. All right, I'm gonna stop feeding the noob because I feel like these arguments will go on forever.
Banana bread.
Should you see a movie today? Yes, no. I mean, I need a little more information than that. A movie. I don't know. What movie? For crying out loud. Should I eat a food today? I don't know. What food? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Help me out. Climax. I actually don't know anything about that. I'm a little behind on movies right now. I don't see you. I don't see you saying that, dude. I don't see anything you're saying. Nothing at all. I don't have a strong opinion about that. Yeah, I definitely think there's too much time on this venue.
Feels like you're. I'm not.
Oh, then there's definitely too much time. Why would I time ad after we had a conversation about how there's too much time in them? Like, who would do that? Like, an
did that last
insane person. They've definitely kind of broken the headcanon for time ads being at Windows, though, because you can do them at, you know, these back pads or whatever.
Right.
Which doesn't seem right. You know, it really doesn't. Yeah, how sure were you?
Not at all.
That was timing based, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah, so I could have finished with Inspecs or Fingerprint, and I wasn't really sure which was more suspicious, but I was really worried about the time. I thought, if he feels like he doesn't have any beat on me, he might shoot me just because why not here? And there wasn't enough activity, so I almost didn't go for that reason alone, but I also just wanted to see what would happen. But I actually thought that was 50-50. Even though I felt like I got away with absolutely everything up to that point, I figured it's 50-50 that I get shot here anyway, because I think this venue encourages those kinds of shots, like the Taen. I just think they're done, and this is when they would finish, and I have no good leads, so this is my best shot.
Yeah, I mean...
You're going to get those.
So that game... I had you down for both Fingerprint and a statue visit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because you got the Fingerprint off the statue, I think.
Yeah, I did. I waited a long time after that, but yes.
And then, I didn't see your bug. I probably should have, because it, you know, wasn't behind the shark at all.
Oh, really?
But I was
didn't
actually
look.
focused on, I was actually focused on Irish, and looked like she might have bugged, and so you kind of got away with that while I was looking at her like, hey, did you just do something?
Actually, let me check that replay then. I just assumed it was behind the shark. I'm surprised I didn't do it right. Let me see what happened. Oh, yeah, geez. Yeah, I misjudged. So it's less about the guessing the height, which is what I thought was going to be the hard part. It's
And
more
the
about
red.
the left to right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The height's not that difficult once you get a little bit used to it.
Right,
You
yeah.
know approximately where your lower shark's gonna be at.
Yeah.
It's all about like left and right. Yeah.
I like how you say your lower shark, like you're a salesman talking about this. This is your standard lower shark. It's gonna block your microfilms and whatnot. Now your middle shark, that mid-tier shark, that's gonna block like these statues here and maybe the bar and stuff. And then your top level shark's gonna block your swaps. You know, so that might be what, you know, depending on what you like, that might be what you want to go for. All right, here we go. No, I didn't mean to click you. Stop. Why is clicking hard? When did clicking get hard? Is that new in the build? Okay, so a bear's saying he doesn't like any of the time ads that happen in this build. I 100% agree. I was looking at the time ad. I had no idea we were going to get a bunch of time ad changes like that. I think
that's a lot.
It's way too. Well, didn't Courtyard get a bump?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems weird. I mean, okay, so I can kind of understand the logic in some senses, but yeah, I don't know.
in the red.
Well, there's some interesting decisions here. I don't actually know if I like the idea of memorizing statues in the beginning. But yeah, I saw a couple of the time bumps, and they seem... Some of them I'm surprised happened at all, and I think the fact that some of them were like 30 seconds is just too much, yeah. Don't feed the noob, Wodar. Okay, Wodar, you know the way we refuse to engage with some of the things you say because we know it's a bottomless hole of argumentation? Noob is like that. Okay? I love the guy, but that's a thing, right? Like, you're in for the long haul there. You guys actually have a lot in common. You go about it in very different ways, but the goals are the same. He said something objectively wrong? Well, I mean, that's how they get you, right? I don't know. Noob is a knockoff Wodar. That's great. In some ways, he's Wodar 2.0, though. In some ways. That is not what I was low-lighting for, noob. Well, it was a combination of things. There's something I've been trying a little. Ooh. I mean, one of like 4 suspects, yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, alright.
Swap at the end?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just like said I'm just gonna not look at swap this match, which I basically told you. But it's okay.
You're like, I don't think I should. Like,
I just don't think it makes sense to like
memorize statues early.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like I'm like sitting here already having swapped. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, at that point, you know you're clean, yeah.
So what's interesting about the top shark is actually it doesn't really cover up that side on the right for that statue entirely. You can still see their legs at the statue.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe does the center shark cover it better? Probably, yeah. That center shark is much better for that. Okay.
Center shark. People are laying into the sharks they don't like in chat. They're criticizing certain sharks. Yeah, Noob's agreeing with you. He's like, top shark is rubbish. He's criticizing different heighted sharks, which is a sentence you can apparently say about a video game. Okay, now people have already picked their favorite sharks, and now people are defending Top Shark and saying that top means it's best. So
Oh God.
there's
Chat's going mad.
I mean, there are just some really poorly formed arguments happening in all directions, to be honest with you. Just like
Oh, yeah?
really, really bad, yeah.
Banana bread.
What'd he do? What'd he do? Hello?
Look at what he does at the very end here. Okay. He just follows the ambassador and then splits off. Like, what?
Okay, hang on, let me see.
So he goes from statues.
Let me see, yeah, goes to statues. I saw him at statues, and then... Yeah, oh jeez, it looks like he just made up his mind. Shark
Banana
position
bread.
be damned, yeah.
He wanted that bug, and then he wanted to go this way instead.
And you shot him in his Achilles heel. You found his weak spot. You know, you shot a man using a cane in the leg. You know, like, it's kind of like, it's a little on the nose, a little overkill maybe.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
That was dumb. No.
Right in the butt.
Middle shark.
Did
Why
you time
else
ad
you never
early?
done it for
Did you
me?
time ad early?
I did.
I thought, yeah, it looked like a time ad behind the shark. The classic time ad behind the giant shark video game move. That's just. It's just I mean, it's a little predictable, don't you think? People do that all the time.
Shooting for that bug is actually really impressive. I think that was
Yeah, thanks.
looking at it again. That's like a really nice bug. I feel like.
She actually has a really nice walking bug from certain angles. Like, the arm barely goes out because she sways her arms and her hips and everything like a lot. There's a lot of, like, swaying going on. So it's really easy to miss, yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I didn't think that, like, I was completely covered by the shark there, because obviously it's middle shark, right?
Right.
But, like, I figured
You
if
get some cover.
I'm walking towards the back, right?
Yeah.
And the ambassador's body covers it for me.
Yeah.
So I figured, hey, I think this is a good bug, 'cause it's not entirely behind the shark, but
Yes.
it's very easy to hide,
Yes.
even
Yes.
then. So even though it's a bug path, it might be able to trick him into thinking, oh, I didn't see a bug there, and it wasn't on the shark. So
I think it's a super good bug because I know a lot of people who specifically look at shoulders and upper arms for bugs, and that was blocked. So if they're good at catching that, and they're not actually good at looking at, like, the bottom of the hand or something, which matters less for certain characters, right? Then I actually think it's a pretty good choice, yeah. Like, for example, a lot of people who look for bugs know they have to look at Papa Danger's, cane side bug because they want to see if the hand does the finger thing. But
yeah.
that's not true for a lot of other players, For a lot of other characters, it doesn't really make that same difference.
Banana bread.
That was a blue book.
I know.
Okay. Well, then why
I'm
not?
just
You're jumpy.
so my reasoning there was okay. So I first knew a green bookcase, right?
Sure.
And
Yes.
so when you went to blue bookcase, I was like, okay, I should watch for this.
Yeah.
Then you didn't microfilm when the shark was over you.
That's
You took
right.
the book away instead. So you
Yeah.
actually earned a low light for me for quite a while there.
I thought I might have one. Yeah.
Although the thing is, I just still couldn't get it out of my head because I was like, maybe that's just a low light bait. Like, because
Beta like
what
this.
spy would do that? So I decided,
Banana bread.
hey, okay, if he goes back to the bookcase when bottom shark's heading across,
Yeah.
like that's like way too spy-like for me now.
Okay. Let me
Because
see.
I liked the play a lot. It's just that
Yeah.
I had to think. It was kind of a tunnel move, right? It was like,
Mhm.
but like.
Yeah, it seems like you were watching me
got
pretty
stuck
darn
in my
close just because I was at green shelf early, really.
Yeah,
Seems like you're dedicating a lot of attention to this.
You know, I was like paying maybe a little bit too much attention to you and like too
Banana
much
bread.
thought space to like that play.
Yeah. Take a look at the BB
Because
from your
if I were
perspective.
let's see.
Banana bread.
Yeah, with the shark just completely.
I
over
just
it.
love it. I love it.
I can
You can
barely-
see the hat, but it's just.
I can see I can see the hat. But
If you do this
that's gotta be
perfectly,
watching
oh my god, those could be so powerful. If you do that perfectly. I didn't quite because my character was too tall, but I had a lot of fun with that one.
You're gonna get a little bit because I did see you walking away. I think a little bit. So.
Oh yeah, no, it
I
doesn't
didn't-
quite work there. It's not the right spot. It's a tall character. The hat's very noticeable, but you know, it depends on what you're looking at. If you're already looking at me, none of this stuff is going to work. That's usually what it comes down to.
But yeah, so that's the thing with my behavioral low light is like I keep like obsessively like thinking, is that right? Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not good at behavioral low lights.
I mean, the one you took there made perfect sense. I did it for that exact reason. It was like too obvious. At that
Right.
point, I'm clearly just betting on you're not tunneled at me at all because maybe you don't have a lot of reason
Yeah.
to be. If you are, then yeah, I'm not getting away with anything.
Anyways, didn't want to risk that was your last mission somehow.
Yeah.
And
I
and
wanted
the
to
shark
get-
was gonna cover it for long enough.
I wanted to get it over with, and then if I'm not dead, I probably win. So.
Banana bread.
Let's see. Nope, low lit you. Let me see, why did I do that again? I had a reason at the time. Don't remember why. What did I low lit you for?
In the red.
No, I don't know. Just didn't think you'd be there. I don't think it was for the split. That doesn't usually happen. I wonder if it was a
In the
misclick.
red.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Wheels was out during BB? Let me see what it looked like from my perspective. I think I just
Red.
missed him.
Yeah,
I just missed him, yeah.
it looks like BB to me.
That's weird because I don't remember thinking that, but maybe.
Yeah, because like you wouldn't have seen me in conversation nor even walking to bar. So the first you see me after the BB is at bar, not
Yeah,
like,
but weird. The
not
thing is, I
having-
had a thing in my head of like, low light these people once you see them again. And I went through in my
Right.
head, and none of them were queen, so I'm not sure. Maybe I wasn't thinking about it enough.
Huh, alright.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you do it without thinking. That's entirely possible. I actually feel better about that because I felt really strongly that none of my remaining suspects
Suspects
were
were
going to be
doing
done. So when the mission screen popped up, I actually thought to myself, I kind of hope it's a low light. That makes more sense to me than the idea
Right.
that I've just missed a lot of stuff from people I'm looking at. I did see Wheels do a weird briefcase thing, though, that had me tunneled on him a good chunk of the game. Which apparently was not a weird briefcase thing. It was just something that seemed kind of edgy to me, edge case.
Right. What's interesting about this, there's like some asymmetry on each side, right?
Yes, very slightly. The
With,
statues are in front of or behind the couch. Or
And
sofa.
I think the efficacy of how the shark covers up the bookcase is different on each side as well.
It's hard to
So
say.
it doesn't cover up the right side as well as the left side at all. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
at least for not as long.
Yeah, I think maybe.
In the red.
I'm actually surprised at how hard it is to locate certain characters as the spy.
Oh yeah.
It's just so many paths. Like, you know, I'm like, where is
Okay.
such and such, right? And I just can't
Right.
even tell half the time. Let me see. Oh, wasn't sure how much of a suspect
Oh.
I was there.
Swap.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm just trying everything out. I'm trying not to fall into patterns. I want to try everything once, right? Which
Right.
itself is a
And
pattern.
you
That's a problem.
Yeah. Cover up the swap the shark. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I actually wasn't sure if it was covered up or not. I thought there was a really good chance that it wouldn't have mattered if the shark was there, that it was just kind of a strange time, and then if I'm not already a huge suspect, it might be okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, the problem with that pearl one is I didn't like the people who I met last remember being at bar were lowlights for their VB. So I was like, you know, what's going on here?
Oh, let me look at this swap. This is so good because the swap happens, and I'm looking at the shark, and that statue in particular, the back one on the left there, rather than the front one, stays
Yeah.
behind his tail all the way until near the end. Look at it. Check it out. The front one is visible. So with the mission win countdown, the front one is visible so much earlier. Well, I guess it depends. At the very end. You only have a few seconds at the very end if you time it right. I didn't time
Yeah.
it perfectly. If I time it perfectly, actually, geez, you might have a second. If I time it with the front of the nose, let me see this.
I mean, take into account shooting too late for sync, you could
Yeah.
probably just get the full mission. when
Yeah,
doing
I'm looking at it because, let's see, the statue first becomes visible at with 2.1 on the mission gun countdown, and I take a couple seconds there. So if I time that perfectly with the nose and the middle shark, or I guess that's the bottom shark, right?
I think that one was the middle
Yeah,
shark.
middle shark. If I time it perfectly with the middle shark, I think it might last the full 10 seconds. And it's like a hidden Shoji Purloin on Tien, where you're like, you just have to shoot them for being there.
Right.
Yeah, geez, that's perfect. I'm going to have to clip that later. Somebody clip that. I want to post that later. That was better than I thought. I thought that would be pretty good, and you'll have a couple seconds. And if you're not staring... Okay, so it's like the body block swap at the end of Library. If you're not already a suspect, they can't afford to stare at it that much. If you are, they're probably going to catch it, at least the most of the time. So that's kind of what I think that swap is. Like, if I'm already a suspect, I probably don't get away with this. But I didn't think that had to be that good, you know.
Yeah.
As long as you only have like 4 seconds, that's fine.
I mean, I just lost the throat of the Purloin, basically, so...
Yeah. Man, I was just pointing out, don't the characters shoot, like, hold the statues up at different heights? That's a great point. That matters a lot with the tail. I admire it. I admire it. I admire it. I actually just barely caught it. I was looking somewhere else.
The wrong arm.
Wrong in
What
every
is this
sense.
wrong arm?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
How does this become a wrong arm? I trigger it. Like look at the moment I trigger it, and it's like I don't understand
I don't know.
how this is a wrong. Doesn't feel like
That was a morally wrong arm bug. That was ethically wrong. That was a war crime of a bug.
I suppose
That was
I
a-
suppose my shoulder is further forward on the right.
Yeah. That was a bug
And it-
atrocity. That's terrible. That's yeah, the UN needs to step in. That bug violated the Geneva Conventions. All right. Oh no,
Oh,
people are
gosh.
jeez. People are asking me to do things in chat. They're like, "Try this." And I'm like, "I don't want to." Some of this is a little too cheesy even for me. What am I?
You can pull off some amazing cheese in this map.
I know. Some Limburger moves.
I've seen some Dowsy plays.
Oh yeah.
He's really going at it with the cheese.
I mean, some of it's like obvious. You have to try this. You have to try that. Like, a lot of it's gonna work. A lot of it's
Right.
gonna work. I think what's going to save this though is that like the things people are most worried about like being able to hide for 10 seconds or something like that swap where it's almost impossible. Although I think that's fair because you should have them as a suspect already by the end that you can think about shooting for the positioning alone, right? I think it's actually going to be pretty darn hard to do as spy.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be enough imprecision in it, and there's going to be enough stuff about like the party lining up that it's not going to be overpowered. And now I do think it's one of those things where people could get really, really good at it eventually. Like if this became crazy esports level, like, you know, if this was people's whole lives, they'd be really good. But I think it's going to have to get to that point before like there's anything overtly cheesy about it.
I mean, this game we already know is really good for competition, so.
Yeah. Is it though? Is it really good
I
for
think so.
competition? You think so? I don't know.
I mean, it's one of the best games that I've played for
Yeah.
skill expression, which is just so much fun.
That's fair.
Especially
agree.
Talking about competition.
Yeah. I think we might have a bug. I don't mean that I bugged. I mean that there might be a bug. I'll have to take a look at the replay here.
Banana bread.
Feels like there's so much time left now.
What was that?
It just feels like there's so much time.
Well, some games are longer than others.
like you're time outed now. Now that you said that.
I mean, would I really do that? Would I?
You would.
Would I? Would I? Would I?
You
Would
would
I?
absolutely would.
I would not. That doesn't sound like a thing I would do.
Which makes it exactly what it. Why? That's exactly why it's the thing you would do.
Yeah, maybe. That's fair. That's fair. It's getting to be about that time, though. Is it? No. No, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Looks like you thought about it. Looks like you thought about it. No?
Not really. Wait. Hold on.
It felt like you're...
Lost some purloin?
Yes,
didn't even see
so
purloin
I tried to
right now.
purloin earlier. Let me see what happens. So I delegate to what's-her-face, Irish. I think I delegated. Let me just make sure I did everything right.
I didn't even see the purloin happen. Oh, it's because it's a little late taking it.
Yeah. Where did I trigger this?
And no, I was just like
No, did I not?
pressing the control highlight on you.
Okay, I'm just wrong.
I'm sure that in the last few seconds of our game, me doing that to you is just
Yeah.
it's just like it looks like I'm about to shoot you.
Yeah, it looked like you were about to shoot me because I was finishing. I mean, it really looked like you were about to shoot me.
Because I'm not about to shoot you at all. I'm like I will let you. Like I'm trying to like test like the control light highlight thing.
It looks like I thought I delegated and I just left instead. I could have sworn I clicked it. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't click it hard enough.
Anyways,
I heard a
I
click,
maybe
so
could-
I don't know.
I maybe should have shot you for how far along you went to give that briefcase away now.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing as before. If you're not really on me, I mean, no matter how suspicious this looks, it's the last thing I'm doing. So, you either shoot me immediately, in which case I wasn't going to get away with a better briefcase, probably. Yeah. Let me see here. So I think it's okay. How far I went? I mean, I'm standing in the same conversation.
It seems too far.
Well, hang, can't I just decide to go to bookshelves at that point, and on the way I see the briefcase?
Well, no, you pick up the briefcase, and then when you return it to the ambassador, you're too far along. You pause like way behind where you should have, or way ahead of rather.
I can't hear you. You're too quiet.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
Hey, bring the mic closer then.
I mean, it looks like you're saying I'm standing too far. Keep in mind I walk away right after I hand it off, so I become too far away almost immediately after.
Yeah.
I'm standing. My circles are almost touching there. I mean, they're a little. There's like a 15 pixels between them, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so go to.
I already.
like,
That's okay. I already clicked past it.
Oh.
That's fine.
Well,
If
anyway,
I'm a little beyond the thing, that's fine. But what am I drinking?
less
They're
that-
asking. Sugar-free grape Kool-Aid, generic.
It's
or
less
something.
that like you're too far away from the ambassador. It's just
Yeah.
that
I'm behind
you
him
can stop
technically.
well, technically, I feel like I would stop like more directly behind him, right?
Maybe.
Like,
Well,
you
they're
know,
arguing about it in
kind of
chat
off
for what
a
it's
little
worth.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so I'm not entirely.
okay. So let me just read. Let me
I'm
just
not
read.
going crazy.
Let me read the chat to you. Pofsky, you went past him a little bit. Urand, you're standing to the left of him, not behind him. A bear, I think it's fine. Noob, you aren't behind him. A bear, it's still behind him. Urand, it's not fine, it's almost fine. Pofsky, it was on the edge, which is rare. So they all agree that this was kind of close to okay or not, and they're not positive. I think the real question you have to ask
Okay.
is, keep in mind, guys, he doesn't see my side. So if it's really, really close to okay as spy, and you're not sure as spy, as sniper, probably fine. But this is good. Keep arguing. I just like to illustrate. This is what spy party arguments are like. They're like, it's fine. No, it's close to fine. It's really, really close to fine. It's incredibly close to fine. And it's ridiculous that you don't understand it's incredibly close to fine. Oh my. Oh my. I like these debates. These are good. These are very good. These are just the most spy party debates ever. People arguing fervently about whether or not it's okay or just almost okay. I love it. Oh, my dog's in the room. Hi, dog.
My dog's outside right now.
If my wife is watching, it's fine that the dog is in the room. I left the door open because I didn't care if the dogs and cats wanted to walk in. That just makes the stream better, you guys.
Banana bread.
Nah, we're good. Animals can come and go as they please. Again, makes the stream better. I don't love this shot. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I thought you wasted a ton of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just couldn't figure out why the hell you. So it's funny. I was onto you a little bit, and you could see it in replay. I kind of flip out because I thought you might have done half a microfilm, and I think there was a quick window leave. But you also went to Windows like 3 times, which I thought was pretty weird. Because Windows are a little out of the way here, and even with all that time, that just seemed like a waste. So let me see here.
Where's the window leave?
Yeah, so I was suspicious of the microfilm. I thought I caught the tail end of it. I don't know if it was quick or not. It's one that sometimes I look at it and I just think, nah. It just seemed like wasting too much time to me, so I was like, okay, let me give it a try.
Let's see. I mean, like, there's so much time to waste in this thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. I mean, I know it's a lot of time to waste, but it still just didn't seem like you were doing much of anything else. But you were, so there you go. And
I mean, I was getting there.
Yeah. No, you're making perfectly decent. Whatever. Pofsky is correct. I'm reading chat more than looking for the spy. That is absolutely right. Well, yeah, but this is like the memeiest stream in the history of the world. Like, we're just exploring some stuff. I hope at least.
Let's see. One.
That was good though. The shark head block, yeah. So that's another thing too. So Seek is there. He's finishing his inspects. He also took. I just thought like there was a weird turn at the end. It's not unbelievable, but it just looked a little human. And he's at that final statue. While the shark is over it too, and I'm like,
Right.
I was expecting a swap. When it didn't happen, I hesitated a little bit, but I thought, you know what? I actually think it's a decent move to finish your inspects behind the shark too. That's not bad.
I have some cheese I really want to try out.
Well, I dare say now's the time.
Say.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say I have.
That doesn't even narrow it down. You're like, I'm gonna try some cheese. I'm like, okay, what do I look for? I have no idea. Maybe a handful more, and then I'll let someone else in.
Sure.
Cool.
After all, I want to be in push chat too. I want to watch the stream.
Yeah, you need to get in there and argue with people about how almost fine things are.
I'm very good at arguing about those.
Yes. Anyway, I will concur that the briefcase was a little off. I just don't think it was that off, and I also don't think it matters too much in that case. I was a little worried. So the tricky part is that if you're doing it as Smallman, what would you rather have? A briefcase that looks borderline in a situation where they might not notice or care, or do you want to be closer to the Amba as Smallman late in the game and look like you're bugging if you're not careful? I mean, that's, that's a little tough. That's a tough question. No, my chat is always excellent. either in spite of or because people troll the living daylights out of me, like every time, every time. Oh! They think everything I do is wrong. It's amazing. It's amazing.
What? What is this diamond you speak of? Jeez.
No, it's
We're all better than you.
diamond is a myth.
I'm going to take the most Yomi shot of my life.
Well, thank you. What was it? What was the Yomi shot?
Okay, so
Let me take a look at this. Yeah, what
so
we got?
basically, Ambassador's next to him, right? And he goes into the shark and he's talking.
Uh-huh.
As he comes out of the shark, he starts a new talking animation, as if like, because talking animation is very long.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
Like,
see. Yeah.
So
yeah.
so like if he bugged and he wanted to say hey,
Got it.
you know,
Got it. I like that. I like
I
that.
didn't actually bug.
I like it. Yeah. Man. Geez.
And
So
it's just it's
yeah.
just the kind of thing I think you might do. So.
yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I like that shot. I like that shot. Good
Well,
stuff.
maybe not the shot, but the suspicion.
Oh yeah. No, and like that's the kind of shot you should be taking right now because I think you're gonna have to take those kind of shots sometimes.
Yeah.
That's also the kind of thing I would want to do if we're messing with the venue too.
hmm Of course, I only did it because like I knew it was the beginning of this talking animation I was seeing after
Yeah.
the shark went by.
Ooh, Wodar wants to play. Yes, I would love to play Wodar. That sounds fun.
Oh god, what are on this map?
If I promise somebody else, please remind me. I'm sorry. If there's nothing like that, or if nobody minds, I guess I just play Wodar. I haven't played Wodar in a while. Yeah, but when the ambassador is in the back of that center conversation with Middle Shark going by, just the amount of stuff you can miss right there in the middle of the screen is amazing. Yeah, Poffi's talking about flirt tracking. Yeah, I think it's not bad here. I think with the time, though, I think you need to knock 30 seconds off. Otherwise,
Banana bread.
it's pretty rough. So what's really getting me right now, and this is very pertinent for me in particular, very hard to be super confident about BB lowlights.
Banana bread.
Right.
I agree with the bear. We need more like decorations, coral or something. So one of the reasons we weren't able to guess that this was an aquarium is because everything inside doesn't seem very aquarium-ish. You know,
Right.
it looks almost too fancy. Like real aquariums are not generally. Yeah.
You got me.
So what I like about that, this is the old school. People used to do this a lot. They would take the book out, and they would take a little step-by-step journey across the venue. You know what I mean? They wouldn't just go over. What they would do is they would go to a nearby conversation, and they'd wait about 20 seconds. And then they'd drift over to a slightly farther conversation. And then they would go to the conversation nearest the opposite bookshelf. They would just bit by bit, right? No big jumps. And then finally they would dump the book. And people don't do that anymore, but That used to be like the giveaway, is when they started to take incremental steps across the venue. That's old school,
bow
without-
to your arcane knowledge. of
Yes,
old
it's
school
what-
Flat Party.
Well, so it's actually useless knowledge because that doesn't happen much anymore. People just don't seem to do that anymore. But
Still
that
gets your hackles up a little bit.
that was inadvertent old school, what you just did. It really was. It really was.
What did you highlight for?
That's. Oh, did you kind of yank the book out kind of quick? I think that was what it was.
I don't think so, but
No?
maybe.
No, maybe not.
I mean, I might have. Like,
It might have been one of those things where the shark had just gone by, and I wasn't sure how long you'd been there, and I was just like, okay, fair
I
enough.
mean, the shark had just gone by. I was
Mm.
hoping that, like, the fact that I had gone by and that I hadn't done anything, like, I don't think I was ever covered completely by it.
Yeah. No, you weren't. Yeah.
Thing was gonna help me out there.
Yeah. I think that's something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Monaders put it well. It's a very ballroom thing to do. That's what you'd normally do on ballroom. Because the big movements are the ones that get noticed, you know.
Right. I'm telling you, there are some weird pathing things to be noted in this,
Yeah.
in this venue.
Yes.
I've been seeing some. They're very specific. So, I might have to
Concur.
check those out.
Yeah. There'll be some rules
Do some
eventually.
study.
I do like there's a little more room on this than Tan, though. You know.
Yeah.
I think occlusion is fine, but when you combine it with being cramped, Tan feels like too chaotic. Here you have the occlusion, but that's pretty much what you have, right? It is just the occlusion. It's not combined with jamming people into doorways or whatever. Tan is like a mix of pub and this, you know.
Or maybe high-rise, you know, that little corner, like, area right there.
Yeah.
Banana bread.
Yeah. I have a couple guesses, but I'm curious as to which it was. Looks like I was... Oh, okay, you were already on me. Never mind.
Well, so, I had you for a fingerprint. That did like a weird little stop at bar.
Oh, yeah, I missed a pad briefly. But I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yeah, I noticed, and I was like,
Okay.
what's
So mostly from that point
happening?
forward.
Yeah, from that point forward, then you
Banana
went
bread.
to BB while the clock was still with you.
Yep.
See your clock animation from your hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't sure how high that was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That. So it's okay. That's fine. Because I thought it feels weird at first because like I thought I got away with the missed pad, but if I didn't, then the rest of the game makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. All right. One more, then you can get whatever here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you guys haven't figured it out or not.
Or can you get up to 20, I guess.
I figured we were close. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Spiral, what's up?
If we like nice even numbers.
If we're close, why not? I'm gonna
I mean,
stream
we're
a
at
lot today,
18
probably.
This game, so I'm pretty sure we're at 18 this game.
Okay, we'll do 20 then.
All right.
When did the venue drop? Oh, last night, my man. Like less than 12 hours ago, middle of the night, ET.
I
Banana
tried to say
bread.
it before, but I felt it's not bad.
Well, sorry, what did you say? I was distracted by the game we're playing.
I tried to stay up for it, but I fell asleep.
Yeah,
and it felt bad.
I learned my lesson for the pan-op build a really long time ago. He's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna come out tonight soon or whatever, and I stayed up, and it was like it came out at like 3:30, and I went to bed at like 4:30, and I was just a wreck. So this time I learned my lesson. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go to bed, and I'll just play it tomorrow morning.
I mean, I did it for the Tayen build. I was like up all night, and it came out at like 6:30.
Yeah,
late.
exactly. That's what happens, especially with the East Coast thing.
but the problem is like I couldn't not stay up for it if I wanted to play it immediately because I was going away on a vacation for a couple days.
Oh, that's
like,
a little
immediately
different.
after
That's a
that.
little tougher. This game is so stupid. It's a stupid game. Hate
Shoot
it.
him. Spy. Do it.
Dumb game. Dumb and bad. Dumb and bad. Was it? No.
Rest in peace.
What was that?
Rip.
Oh,
Queen.
wrong on
No.
wrong on statues. I thought she'd swapped. I was
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
I was wrong.
I was about to go swap to finish, so.
I mismemorized at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Let me
It was
see.
actually
Banana
really weird
bread.
because I walked away from Windows realizing I did like a really quick window leave. And I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, let me
That
see.
was like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I go in 1, 2, watch check,
Was it four?
3, 4, 4 seconds. 4
That-
seconds.
that's
outside
like-
of watch check.
That's basically as fast as they can possibly do it with a watch check. Yeah, that's like right on the edge.
That's damn near hard territory. I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty close. I mean, I'm not gonna shoot for it at this point. The more I watch for that, though, the window leaves, the more I realize there are more edge cases than I'd originally thought. But it really depends on the character too. Like I've noticed, it seems like Small Man does them more. So I think the fact that his is quicker is like not part of the decision. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not like it doesn't account for how quick their watch checks are.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Do you see what I mean? So it actually makes a big difference with him. Like I'll notice he's around 4 seconds sometimes, more often than other characters, and it's just because of that.
Yeah, that's why I discounted the watch check animation when
Yeah.
I was counting off the seconds, because like I'm pretty sure it pauses kind of
Mm-hmm.
when they do the watch check.
Something like that.
Doesn't really
Yeah.
count.
The spies are winning over half the time, I think they're saying there. Although, that actually bodes pretty well overall, because you'd expect it to go down over time.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially once snipers start figuring out how to play around. I mean, I guess for this side, you just learn a little bit more about how to play around the shotgun. What's
Yeah.
like how much suspicion do you
Banana
assign for
bread.
being behind the shark? You know.
Right. That's a tough question. I think. Yeah. I honestly don't know yet. I don't like a sense of like how rare is it going to be for the AI to be behind the shark. Oh man, you don't need to explain anything. You don't need.
You just saw this moment and you were like,
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm sure he did all sorts of nonsense.
Let's see what. Let's see what was this. So BB. Okay. Okay.
What
I
it-
see.
what happened there?
BB comes off
Mhm.
and he's handing off the briefcase as the shark's over him.
Mm.
So I think he's like past that conversation for a while and he comes back around.
Yeah.
So I don't see the briefcase, but I do see him padding like kind of around the entire conversation, which like is weird.
Got it.
If
Got
he's
it.
not briefcasing. So it looks like it might have been like they like go bug and then go stand right back in the same spot in conversation before the shark leaves.
I like it. Yeah, no, there's some good shit there. I like it. Okay, one more. Wodar, get ready. I'm gonna use the restroom after this game, and then come right back. Only be a minute or two, tops. Y'all can keep arguing about briefcases while I'm gone. Let's see.
Always argue about briefcases. It never stops.
Never stops.
Although I'm really liking this map just because like a lot of my recent like trying to advance my spy play has been all about using the party to cover up things,
Yeah.
and like just becoming better at that. So like, this is kind of like
This is ground
a
zero,
little
yeah.
It's not like as it's kind of like a practice grounds for it, right? It's not quite as intricate or as involved as
Right.
making cover out of the party
Right.
with the shark, because the shark's predictable. The party's not.
Yeah. Right.
But like it's
It's good for actual
definitely a lot of
planning.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that.
Banana bread.
PvP. Ugh.
It was actually, for a reason I'll tell you about later. It was really bad. I mean, for reasons I'm not sure you... Well, I guess you could have possibly known some of them.
There are two BB Lilith at best.
Yeah, it's not really about that. Yeah, we'll see.
And I think there was a shark over some BBs.
There was a shark involved. I actually kind of wish there was a setting to do it without the shark, because I want to see how much easier it would be.
Right. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. Like, obviously it makes a difference. How much of a difference does it make?
I think that makes a pretty big difference as far as spy play goes, right? Like you can't. There's so many things you just can't do with the shark going around. Alright, I want to see how this
Ooh.
looks on the sniper side, because
Yeah.
I
low lit you early, so that ruined it.
Oh yeah?
Whatever your trick was. Let me see here.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Yeah,
about
low
early,
lit.
but early-ish. So let me see. Oh, I low lit you because you took like what really looked like a bug path, semi-occluded by the shark, and didn't bug, and then you bugged immediately afterwards when I looked away. That's what happened.
Well, I mean, it's not when you look away, it's when the shark was there covering
Yeah.
it completely.
Let me see here.
Yeah, so...
It's totally invisible. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and also, I might have been close enough to the ambassador to have logged, quote-unquote, while the shark was...
Yeah, no, you're not visible at all. There's nothing to
Yeah.
do there. The low light comes after, technically, but that's because it was just delayed. It was
yeah,
just...
it was delayed because of the shark.
Right.
Okay.
So I low lit you for
No,
not
I
taking the obvious bug. Yeah, there's nothing... Honestly,
I-
that's free. If you can do it perfectly and time it just right, I can't do anything about it. Anyone within two characters of the
honestly-
Amba there could have bugged, more or less.
So watch my microfilm. I'm trying to see how good that was.
Okay, let me see here. Well, it depends what you mean. I mean, you took the book and then you dumped it. At what point are you talking about?
I mean,
You put the book in behind the shark a little bit. Is that what you mean?
well, okay, so I take it out and then I walk with the shark.
Oh, okay. Let me take a
Across.
look here. Let me see here. Let me see. When do you have the book? When do you grab the book? Yep. Hang on. I found it. I found it. So you grab the book. So I see you approach. So you're visible at the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, so my legs are a
No,
little bit
it doesn't work
difficult.
at all. No.
I mean, I think if you do it right, you could have the fin cover you up on the leg side.
Maybe you
Like
You were-
if-
I mean, you were
if
low
you
lit,
know- Yeah, I was low lit. In that case, I actually thought I was going a little bit too fast for the shark, but clearly not.
Yeah, well, your legs are visible the whole time too. So you needed to leave a couple seconds earlier. You were still going to be visible though. The legs are visible like the whole time. So how much that matters is
that-
up to you. you know.
So I guess I need to like figure out exactly where the fin is going to be occluding.
Right.
And
So
walk along that path.
just as you put your hand on your chin before grabbing the book out, the shark zooms in. So you want to show up like a second later. I'm trying to think here, time it, and then actually, there's no good way to do it because if you show up a second later, you're going to be even more behind the shark.
Well, no, if you show up a second later, you don't have to follow etiquette.
You don't have to what?
You don't have to follow etiquette at all. You can just pull it out. And
I'm not thinking about etiquette at all. I just mean scene at the bookshelf and then scene walking away or whatever.
Right.
You have to choose. If you want the actual hitting of the pad to be blocked by the shark, then you're going to be more behind them. So I think it's actually okay that you start late, quote unquote. I think you just need to walk away even closer, maybe. Yeah, there's like a second or two where you wait before leaving. If you leave sooner, the bulk of the shark is still covering you. But I'm looking here. Your feet are going to be visible literally the entire time, except if you walk perfectly with the fin. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, you're like twitching forward.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to do, like walk with.
Yeah. So if someone did that perfect, and they were behind the fin the whole time, and they just like magically teleported from one bookcase to the other, it's like, how do you even, shoot for that? And you're like, I don't know. It's like, hang on, you won the game, but I filed a bug report. You made me file a bug report. Like, is that the biggest spy win possible? Is that you get someone to file a bug report for teleportation? That would be the best spy win possible.
Yeah. Okay. So
I like the move.
I'm just trying out so many like the shark is so interesting. I think.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting thing that you can work with.
So I totally ruined. Was that the cheese you were talking about earlier, by the way?
Not particularly, but yes, there are a lot of cheese ideas I've got.
I'm sure I know you have more, but I just was wondering if that was the one. So what's great about that is, though, the perfect metaphor is that you wanted to try this thing and see if it worked, and I ruined it because this venue was crazy enough that I took like a moderately behavioral lowlight for not doing a mission you did right after anyway. And that ruined the attempt at the cheese because I couldn't tell you what I would have done because you were low lit, so that's fantastic.
Okay.
Look at how low
Well,
Hallman's.
good games.
Yeah, sort of. I don't know. Those were kind of disgusting in every sense.
This is a fun venue.
I'm having fun with it. Yeah, I think so.
I also like this more than Taiyan.
Yeah, so I mean, I like Taiyan. I'm glad it exists to explore the space it needs to. But I've said this before. The thing about Taiyan is sometimes you lose and you don't think you could have done much different. So it doesn't feel good to lose sometimes. On this so far, if I lose, it still feels kind of fair. It's like, okay, I could have made some assumptions there, right? I could have timed it differently. I could have realized this was suspicious. It feels more fun to lose on this, which is very important for me. So, all right, Wodar, hop in. I will be right there. I will be right back. Thanks for the games.
Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye, stream. I'll be in chat.
BRB, everyone. All right, we are back. Let's go. We.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, you're already in here. Cool. Let's do this. Okay. Where are you? Oh, you're doing the weird name? I refuse to acknowledge it. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna look up your actual game count. Wodar bits nonsense. Okay, here we go. Let me look up your actual game count for my log. 8879. This gentleman has 8,879 games, y'all. Not, this gentleman, not this username.
So yeah, let's put on some recommended Spy Party.
Some
by Gecko.
Recommended? What? What is this?
This is what Chip says is reasonable.
No, we have over the same number of wins. It's not supposed to have any recommendations.
No, wait. let's look at this account. Okay.
Oh, this account. Okay, okay, get out of here. I forgot you were in your weird alt already. Get out. Get.
So this account has what? What?
No.
It has maybe something around
No.
like
No.
50, 60 wins. Okay, that's reasonable.
Let's try it again. Let's try standard. How about
Okay. No, let's wait. I want to see something actually. If I'm sniper and you are spy,
Yes.
unrecommended. What is this? 2 minutes 30 seconds.
2 minutes, 30 seconds, anything.
6 missions.
that? You know what?
What?
Let's do this, bitch. Let's do it. How dare you? How dare you? You're just not a good person. You know that, right? Like you know you're like objectively bad.
Checker tells us that this is even Stevens.
Yeah, assuming every human being's game count matches the actual number of games they played, sure. Yeah.
Whoa! Did you just time add? I don't think that's fair.
I mean, we literally just talked about like, oh my god, there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. How were you not camping that hardcore already? Like, come on.
I would think that you'd want to try to play fair. Like, would you time?
You
add
think
against a
time
new
ads
player?
are unfair
Against a new player? Yeah, totally.
against a new play? Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that.
Wait, did you not even green new time ad? Wow.
You tell me, dude.
No, you didn't. I think you needed more than one time ad.
You think so?
I think so.
You think so?
6 missions.
How do you know I didn't do
Yeah.
another one already? You know?
Because I was looking.
You weren't looking. You weren't looking at the first time ad. You're probably not looking at the second. Come on.
Yeah, but I can look at the I can look at the time.
You can look at the time. The shark doesn't block the clock. Come on.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we should.
Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny to break
I
the
would-
fourth wall so that the
I
shark
want
can
that
literally
happen.
block the clock? How awesome would that be?
Yeah, it'll be a clock block.
Clock block. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm glad you're in the spirit of this. That's good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm actually going to be impressed if you can finish with just a single time ad.
I think you might have missed a green time ad, dude.
No.
I just don't think you're that good at like catching this stuff, you know.
I'm not that good at catching this stuff, but I think I.
Your alt is not good at catching this stuff. That's for sure. That's for sure.
No. I
mean,
played to the
right.
level of wins on my account.
That's perfect. That was my final mission. That was my final mission. I think. Was it? No, maybe it was
No,
six. Oh, was it
two
6?
more.
Oh my god, it was
Yes,
6?
6.
I forgot it was 6. I forgot it was 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say I'm very happy with that game. I made it pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Good.
I forgot I hadn't finished Inspecs yet.
It, unfortunately,
I think a green
one.
I think a green gets it there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
They still have the even a green. I think it. Actually, yeah, green might have been better, but like they have like the worst white purloin.
Oh, I got away with that bug. I got away with that bug so clean.
Yeah, you did.
I had basically, 4 missions and 2 half missions. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know. We're done now for sure, but other player disconnected. Oh, well, we could just not play recommended. You know.
No, I want the wounds on this account.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not gonna log that one in my game counter thingy. Of course, my pathing was bad. I have 6 of 8, and I'm against Wodar with a shark in our way. Yeah, if ever I was going to path badly, that would be it. No, the path to bookshelves at the end, if that's what you mean, yeah, that was terrible. But I don't care. I was running low on time. All right, here we go.
Yeah, sure, double time added. I missed the first one, so I probably would miss the second one also.
Yeah, I honestly thought I should have, but at that point, if it was green, I would have. The fact that it was white, I thought you were going to suddenly be like on high alert, and I didn't think I was necessarily going to get away with the second one. I can hear your mouse sometimes. I don't know if that matters or not, but just heads up.
Nah. I'll do random clicks sometimes just to make it seem like I'm doing something.
Wow, you must be doing a lot of stuff.
My APM is off the charts.
Yes.
Remind me to talk to you about something after this game.
Okay. Something awful you did, I assume.
No, I did. Just like a nitpick I have about this game in general.
Okay.
Banana bread.
I like when you're considering a low light, and then they're out during BB. That's lovely. I was like right on the fence about a low light, and you confirmed it for me. I appreciate that.
I mean, you're gonna get a little bit anyway.
As it turns out, yeah. Who are you? Are you? Yep, top suspect by far. The double fingerprint was really sus, and I had to credit you with the bug, but I also thought you might not be done with Seduce
The
yet.
fingerprint was sick.
The
I
what?
got to that the fingerprint on the bookcase. I was in the animation to pick up the book while the ambassador was putting the book back.
Oh, you timed it just right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I still credited you with the print, and then obviously it's a double print there. Yeah, that was very
waited-
nice. Very nice.
I waited too long to pick up that briefcase because I hate that the read book prompt comes before pick up briefcase prompt.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
said, I think it's correct that it goes like that, but I don't like that it's like that.
Okay, this makes more sense. So the window flirt's interesting. I missed that, and that's kind of interesting in part because one of the things I thought was I mean, you were definitely top suspect, but I hadn't actually seen the bug, of course. I just know you have done a fingerprint. You could have a BB. I actually figured you probably weren't done with Seduce yet, and you were, and that kind of lines up. I don't know if I was going to be able to take the shot or not. It's a pretty desperate shot. That's the thing. If Smallman does the fingerprint and gets a clean bug, pretty tough shot to take. I guess the fingerprint is the
Oh my
most shootable
God,
thing.
Oof, that bug. That bug gives me chills. Could you have seen it if you had moved a bit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But you have to be okay with the
not
unseen
really,
bugs, like
no.
you just do. So
You have to shoot the bug path.
sometimes I
I
don't
don't
know.
think you could have seen any of the animation.
My first real spy game against you. First moderately fair spy game against you.
All is fair in love and war. Oh, I can also sometimes hear your clicks, just FYI.
Well, you can hear my clicks? Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
There's no way. I have a quiet mouse, and it's nowhere near my mic, and it's a headset mic. Come on, really? There's no way. Really? I guess I messed with my audio settings recently. I guess it's plausible.
I mean, it's faint.
Yeah.
If you're talking, I don't think I could hear it.
Got it. Got it. All right, fair enough.
Like, probably like, your mic is like, boosted while everything's quiet.
Okay, fair enough.
At least that's my guess. And I'm sticking to it.
Banana
Sticking to
bread.
your guess. I like that.
So, I don't think that was a good BB, but I couldn't low like some of the people outside conversation because the shot just came by.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. When you're like, when you have to wait to low light people, that's so good.
So I might have missed people just because it was impossible for me to look like them.
Oh yeah, you might have missed a lot of stuff.
I missed shit 6 out of 8, 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Ooh, let me see this replay. I think this Purloin was at the
Use
very
rockets?
end.
No.
No. I think this Purloin might have been at the very end of the timer. Let me see this here.
Yeah,
I guess
when
you
do
can't see. I delegated it. Let's see, 320.
at 320.6, and then it comes off at
Well, that's not the actual trigger delegate. Let's say 301.1, and it comes off 40 seconds later. That's got to be close. I mean, I couldn't tell, but I think that, yes, I think that's like the longest possible delegate. I think I got that in just under the wire. That was, thing of beauty. And that makes me feel particularly good because that's a weak
Wait,
point of
what?
mine. The Purloin, I delegate to the Amba, and you know I think you have a minute from the moment you take the drink.
Yeah.
And it's about, yeah, I
when did you
delegated.
take this drink?
So I took the drink at 320. I delegated at like 301. So about 20 seconds. And then the actual Purloin went off about 38
Shit.
seconds after that. I think that's like a half a second left and delegated to the Amba. I think that's like
Yeah.
perfect. I don't think I've ever gotten that close before. And I'm kind of mediocre at that, or even below average at the Purloin timing. I misjudge it a lot, partially because I don't play a lot of delegate maps.
No, but like even if you misjudge, even if you get perfectly, the AI can still go to a place that makes it impossible.
I mean, there's some stuff like that sometimes, right? Yeah, the order could be wrong, so like you don't have a lot of. I mean, sometimes I just get unlucky. Sometimes I delegate and then 2 people beat them to bar, and it just screws it up, right?
Yeah.
But
Or even like they go to the opposite side
Yes.
of where Toby is, and it takes time
right,
for Toby to walk around.
exactly right, exactly right.
Oh my god. 3 statues. Weeboo.
Well, one of them's a cast, so I don't know how much I care.
Oh, interesting. Giving away information track.
Yep. I don't care. You can know that. I feel like this game's not going to turn on that. That's what I feel. Yeah, I'm with Noob. I'm getting tired of the shark ruining statue memorization. That's not fun. It's not fun, y'all.
Banana bread.
Oh my god.
I actually love that part. It gives me even a better excuse to not memorize statues.
That BB was weird, yo. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Some weirdness there. I gotta be honest, the more I play this, the more it feels very much in the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I find myself staring at a bunch of people's feet for subtle cues or whatever, and it's like, okay, that feels like Spy Party, right? Like, that feels like part of the mission statement.
I also think that, like, I think it's good that we are asking more of our snipers.
I guess that depends on what you mean.
Like, expecting them to, you know, be better at the game, not be able to always see everything at all times.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the behavioral stuff for sure.
I mean, like, you can still camp, it's just like, you know, it's harder to camp.
That's true. They should have renamed this venue Make Swap Great Again, because I'm pretty sure it's a little better now.
I do think that if you time it correctly, swaps can be, like, very, very, very free on this map.
Oh yeah, I had a game earlier where it was pretty close to it. If I wasn't already a huge suspect, it was over.
Ooh, oh my god! I thought you were gonna spot shoot me.
I almost did at the end there. So what's funny, I had it very narrowed down from the swap, but I thought it was probably Taft instead of you. I wasn't sure. I thought you were at a
Yeah.
different statue. I didn't quite remember. I almost shot at the end because I have it down to 4 people, and just walking in there and talking, I'm like, that just seems like a spy finishing their flirt. So I almost salvaged that game there at the end, but no.
I think I would have lost if I didn't green flood twice there. If I had to follow again.
Oh, yeah. At that point, I almost took a really, really nice shot there, but I just wasn't able to.
No nice shots allowed.
I also wasn't 100% on the swap. It was possible I mismemorized. You know, there's some tricky stuff when the shark comes in there, you know. It was Alice, noob. It was Alice.
It's always Alice.
I thought it was Taft most of the time, but I almost changed my mind and just went after Alice at the end for the talk timing and the path and everything. It just seemed...
Banana bread.
Well, that was a banana bread.
Was it? Are you sure?
My god, did this shark banana bread? Yeah, this game would not work if you can like fake banana bread. If like non-spy can fake banana bread.
How would that even work? How would that
Like
even
if you
work?
could like if you could like put a delay on a banana bread is what I mean. Like you could like the spy could be walking around while the banana bread happens.
Mm.
You delegate the banana bread.
Delegate the banana bread?
Yeah.
I kind of like that, actually. That's not ridiculous. That's kind of nice.
I think that it's very important that the spy be in the conversation when banana bread goes off.
Yeah.
So I think that those kind of lowlights just need to happen. Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing? You sure it's nothing?
Yes.
I think it might be something.
We'll find out in a bit. Ooh. I actually think I'm starting to like Top Shock.
You're starting to like Top Shark?
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly? It's your favorite
At first
shark.
I thought the Top Shock wasn't that good. But it can do some interesting things. It's just hard because like, he usually doesn't block that many
It
people.
can do some interesting things.
Yeah.
Well, it just swims, right? Like that's all that happens?
Yeah, but like it can block all the Toady stuff. What?
I was messing around.
Come on!
I was messing around a little bit. I would have won earlier if I just directly purloined, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't.
I was just sort of screwing around. The Amba kept standing next to me the whole time. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to do like a nice nondescript thing over here, and the Amba walks up to me twice. I'm like, come on, what is that? I was just screwing around. I think that was just a free win if I don't mess around at the end there. Because that was the last mission, and I don't see how you're going to shoot for a direct purloin there.
No.
I was just sort of screwing around. Why not? Why not? Alright, 1 sec. Alright, here we go. My chat's talking about the sharks like they're different creatures. Like they're not the same shark. Like, you guys don't have object permanence yet? Like the shark goes off screen and it's a different shark entirely? I think that only happens at like 6 months.
Oh, it could be a different shark. Can you don't tell the difference between two sharks? I don't think you can.
Every shark is a snowflake. Oh, wow. I thought she bugged. Huh. Thought I saw an arm swing. My
Did you
bad.
bug?
Thought it was a wrong arm bug. My bad. I was a little too aggressive. There's also 3 at shelves that wasn't you early on. That's interesting.
That's not interesting. But the whole point is that's not interesting.
This is actually a small book pad, though, I think. Or at least, well, compared to some of them. They
Yeah,
looked
I
pretty
think-
great. They didn't look equidistant to me. I don't know. It's hard to tell from the side, but it looked like they were jammed up.
I think it's easier for unless you are very good at telling the placement.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get much out of 2 people at bookcase.
I don't know about much. I mean, look, we joke about this argument all the time. Like, what is it, right? Is it kind of suspicious, or is it a little suspicious? Like, I don't know.
Or not suspicious at all.
Well, it's definitely not suspicious at all. It's definitely not exactly as likely with a spy as without. Like, because they have to fit in a certain amount. And if they don't fit in a certain amount, you know, you get the idea.
Yes, like 2 people are squished together.
It's
It looks
Banana bread.
suspicious.
it's less likely, you know what I mean? Because because spies will fit in wherever sometimes, and AIs will only fit in if there's room. So that alone makes it a little more likely than, let's say, totally random or whatever. How we doing over there, Wodar? Shark blocking anything important, or?
We probably will in a bit.
I what?
The shark will probably block something important in a second.
I mean, it blocks a lot of really important things. A lot, you know.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I can't remember which one of you or your ST was the one at the swap statue.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, was there a fingerprint at the end, or was it a flood at the end?
Just a flirt. I didn't do anything fancy other than
Okay.
the swap. Everything was pretty standard other than the swap.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Come on.
Oh, come on!
Come on. Nobody spends that little time at Windows. Come on. Get out of here with that.
I swear, you got me for that? Did you not see my amazing bug?
Your amazing bug where I heard the audio of you slamming click, 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 click immediately as soon as the game started? Was that what that
Yeah.
was? Was that what that was? I didn't see a bug. I saw a collision. Then I decided, hey, I'll look a little
It was a
closer
sick
in case
bug.
that was a bug attempt. Well, you gotta spend more time with Windows, is all I can say. You should have looked out there sipping your drink and admiring your bug longer. But that's basically a hard tell. If it's that extreme.
That was not that extreme, though.
With a drink sip, it's super
drank my-
extreme. Yeah.
Really? You have to spend what,
Yeah.
5 more seconds?
Well, it depends. But if you sip a drink or check a watch, you have to spend more time there. is the way it goes, more or less. Also, these are casual games, so I'm willing to shoot to be kind of cool. A little bit. A little bit.
Oh, that's so good.
What is?
Take a low light.
The
Take a low
lowlights?
light.
Go ahead, take your lowlights. If you think they're good. If you think your lowlights are good. You're convinced you got good lowlights?
No, but I think that the character did something really cool.
Banana bread.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Damn it!
Were we the only statue visitors?
No. There are several others, but I got low lights from the BB.
Oh, that makes sense.
And also some other, like, I low lit for if they didn't, were not in, real BB,
You assumed real.
I seem well, and also I got, like, a couple low lights of just people just standing around, doing nothing.
Fair enough. I was pretty active. Like a shark, I will die if I don't stop moving. Spies and sharks, man. Spies and sharks. I'm still not sure if statue highlighting in this venue is the way to go or not. Maybe, maybe not.
Probably not. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure.
It gives me something to think. At the very least, like it's a it's an analog to like highlighting for movement, for like people moving around a lot. So if I highlight people like statues, then the people that are just standing around will naturally just be neutral left, and then I can highlight them at some point when they continue standing around.
Hey, Rio. What is up? What is up?
Banana bread.
I'm away, Super Shark. Let's try this. Borderline shot. Yeah, so you were my top suspect before that. I should have shot. You can see in the replay I'm like wiggling my laser on you.
Yeah.
Ah. He did a second print, and I just talked myself into it, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. Should have trusted my gut. There's a couple
Near
stuff.
the end, I visited the Ambassador stay a little bit longer at the windows because I just got the low shock. And I think I could just like walked up to a bug and walked
Maybe.
away without
Totally,
seeing me.
totally possible. Totally possible. Totally possible.
Banana bread.
Excuse me?
What?
An AI walked through like the middle of a conversation instead of walking around it.
Oh. Well, did they walk through the middle, or did they do that thing where they walked in front of one person or whatever?
Like they walked in front of like two people. It's like it was not exactly in the middle, but like it
I don't
looked
know.
strange.
If someone like takes a spot right before, maybe. I don't know. Seems possible, but it really depends on the circumstances. Yeah, I thought I'd trick you.
No.
I thought you'd shoot Smallman instead.
I was really thinking about shooting Smallman, but I don't think.
He talked
That-
right before
that
I left for the
worked.
purloin, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was like longer than a minute.
No,
since
he went back
yes.
for a second drink, I believe. I think that's what happened. At least that was why I was doing it. But on the other hand, if you don't see the second drink, if you only see the first, if he did one, I forget.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, yeah, too long. But so you ended up low-lighting me for this conversation thing?
Yeah, that was you?
Yeah. That
Good
was me.
job.
That was me. So I don't think I
Love
did
it.
it quite right, but like the thing where they cut in front of someone, that definitely happens.
It happens.
It depends on the specifics a lot.
Players don't like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big risk. It depends, though. I don't think they do it the way I did it. I think they do it in a very similar way, though, where they sort of just slice in front of one person. But if two people are close together, sometimes I think I've seen them slice in front of two. But yeah. It depends. Ah, now you know I'm capable of that.
That's your weekend going.
What?
Wait, is this the weekend? Or is this is Sunday, right? Yeah.
Oh my God, man! Yes, this is Sunday. What?
Sorry, my quarter just ended, so the days of the week don't mean anything to me anymore.
I see that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Banana bread.
Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, I thought so.
I had a drink in my hand. How could I have bugged?
I had it. I wasn't sure. I thought I might have missed it earlier. I mean, the Purloin really narrowed it down, and then I think there were only 2 of you who could have done a real BB and Purloined, as it turned out.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main
Yeah,
thing.
that sounds right, because that was a real big opportunity there. I think I should have been able to have gotten a bug at the very beginning. Like, my timing was just slightly off.
Okay.
So that was a good shot.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I don't feel great about it, but I was like, eh.
I don't think that snipers should feel good about all their shots.
I agree with that.
I think that's good for the game.
I think they should be uncomfortable. The shots that I'm proudest of were very uncomfortable.
Let me tell you a pet peeve of mine on this map, right?
Please do.
I don't like that the shot can move before everyone else can move.
Nice job. A lot of people don't watch for that early on. A lot.
I wanted to be watching the ambassador, but the shark is blocking them.
Nice.
I had nothing else.
Oh, really? That's so funny. Okay, because I felt really good about that. I was genuinely surprised you caught that. I thought maybe you'd narrow it down, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. But I thought that was going to be actually pretty much free. But if the shark was blocking the only other thing you wanted to stare at, that's perfect. Stupid shark. Stupid shark occludes one thing, which frees you up to stare at another thing. That is some nice emergent stuff I'm going to have to tell Checker about. He's going to love that. I'm going to write a note to myself to mention that later.
I would have definitely been staring down at ambassador because there were like a bunch of people around him. But then the truck came along, so it's like, oh, I guess I can't look at this anymore.
Yeah.
What else is interesting going on right now?
That's fantastic.
Banana bread.
That was such a good bug! Ah!
It was. Except for the fact that I saw it. Other than the fact that I saw it, it was a great bug. That party was just way too narrowed down. Was the issue.
Yeah, and like not many people doing anything interesting.
Yeah, it was surprisingly chill after I narrowed it down too, so I just felt like I had really good control of it for once.
Yeah. Oh my god, that bug.
Oh yeah. If it's the other arm, you probably get away with it.
If it's you.
I mean, I don't know if it would have taken. I'm not sure if you had any other option, but.
Man, a lot of people were just walking around that area at the same time.
Yeah.
If the shot had been in the middle, like,
if the shot
I think that shot, if the shot could have had a placement where like that bug was invisible.
Yeah. So, what is this? Is this the 14th game? I think we can go to 20 if somebody else wants to go after 20. That'd be fun. That'd be good.
Fine. Take your goddamn low light.
Does somebody really earn it?
No, I'm just giving.
So you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Silent game. Yeah. Ooh, I did get Lurlit. Let me see what happened here. Oh, was it for the very beginning, right? No, not for the very beginning. Yep. Well, shortly after. I guess it was delayed after.
Okay.
Delayed,
yeah.
right?
Okay. So I was thinking about this situation.
Yep. There's two reasons you might have Lurlit me there. I'm not sure which it was. Either it's for the statue maneuver in the beginning where I cut in front of him, or it's because I went to like a big faraway spot in a conversation, which would make no sense if I were flirting early.
So
That bug's invisible. I love it. I love that friggin' bug. Oh, this is beautiful. I actually timed it right for once. There's nothing to be done about that bug. Look at that.
I thought that the Seek got there after you for that statue.
Sort of. It's tricky. He had a drink, which complicated things, you know? And the,
Yeah.
and the delay before the pickup is obviously going to vary a little bit, so it's totally plausible either way. But it worked really well because I canceled, right out of it. Right when he picked up, it worked out really well.
Yeah, it made me suspicious of Seek, not of you. Because I thought Seek was the one doing strange things, and you were just acting normally.
Got it.
Because it looked like Seek was trying to take the statue away from you, like as if it was a pledge. I
Right.
really want the statue.
Right. So the reason that happened is because I flirted beforehand,
Ah.
which is risky in its own right, but in this case, I think had the unintended consequence of making it look like he rushed to beat me.
Yeah, you had to flirt, because if you didn't, if you
That's
picked the
interesting.
statue first, they would have left.
That's funny. I thought it was making me more suspicious. It actually made me less.
Yeah.
But the bug was invisible anyway. It was just bug path based on feet and nothing else,
Yeah.
Pretty good. You can be suspicious of it, but it's tough to shoot for.
Banana bread.
Wow. Interesting. That was a tough shot. No, I should have waited. Damn it. Alright. The bug was clean, I think. Let me take a look.
Ooh, that bug.
Yeah. Was it invisible? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, the lean. Yeah, I could have caught it. It helped that he moved right after, too. A little bit. Yeah. I should have caught that.
Finished. No, I did finish almost complete, like 3 missions without moving that game.
So what were you gonna do at the end there? Were you gonna swap at the end or no? Just 2 inspects?
Yeah, I think about just swapping.
I mean, with shark cover, maybe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you would. That would have been close.
I think I had very, very little heat on me. I could have.
Not a lot. But the thing was, there wasn't a lot of heat on anyone, so it was one of those things where it's like whoever acts the most spy-like in the last whatever, you know.
Did you see Smallman?
Yes, I was very worried about Smallman. I was
love
very
Smallman.
worried about that guy. I was very suspicious. I was like, if he does X and Y after this, I think I have to shoot him, and he did not. Thankfully, he just kind of chilled after that. Hello, K-Mars. What's going on?
Banana bread.
Did I almost get away with it? Let me see. Let me see this. Ooh, let me see this. I didn't think I had. I knew I didn't have shark cover. Let me see here. Let me see. Kind of, your laser moves away a little bit. I wasn't trying to get with the shark. It wasn't a shark thing. I just figured you'd be looking. Oh, a little late. Just a little.
Really bad.
Oh no, it's visible. I know it's gonna be visible. But the thing is, you're clearly doing like post BB cleanup stuff.
Yeah.
And so there's a moment where you go over to Walt at the bookshelf right after. That's when I was trying to do it, and I do it just after that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good I did. The only thing is that I only was like one person from the BB. So I only was looking at Walt.
It's actually one of those weird scenarios where if it's a worse BB, the bug is more likely to succeed.
Yeah. No. I don't know. Like that bug placement is kind of really needs the shark to be in front.
Well, I mean, that's obviously the thing is I'm not betting on occlusion, right? I'm totally betting on just not looking. And then you're not suspicious. If the shark goes by, you're like, well, maybe he bugged. If the shark doesn't go by and you miss it, it's just free. You know.
So like, were you going to move after so the bug wouldn't be you wouldn't be there with the shark and the amber?
Probably, yeah.
Was the amber about to move?
I don't know. No. There was no proximity thing. That's why I had so long to think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Banana bread.
Yeah, Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost shot. I just wasn't willing to credit the second fingerprint I didn't miss. I didn't catch, rather.
I need to see how bad my dumb pathing was.
I was looking elsewhere most of the game. I loaded you for a while, and then I brought you back up because of that conversation entry.
So
I brought you back up. Yeah.
I didn't want to be forced to get a green flirt.
Yeah. I honestly, I should have shot given that I was willing to bring you all the way back up and then the two things at the end. I really should have shot there. I kind of forgot why I brought you back up briefly, and if I'd remembered, I think I probably would have shot. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. This is so weird. I still can't get used to it. I don't have... I mean, I'm starting to develop a couple rules and habits, but it's not much, you know.
The shark should not be moving before everyone else moves. Check it, please. It's really jarring.
Oh, is that a thing that's been happening?
No, so at the very, very beginning of matches, like you know, like it goes like there's a small pause, and then everyone starts moving.
Okay, got it.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah. If there's like a little bit of a problem, yeah.
When that happens, the shark is moving.
Got it. Oh, so the shark is not subject to that because it's not part of the latency. It's a character that exists on your side. I guess is how it works.
No, because it
Banana
needs to
bread.
still sync up with you. So it's not that exactly.
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah. Okay, something stuck on my throat.
Not anymore. You don't. I hope after that kind of sound.
Nah, it's still there.
Get it out. Stop watching the screen for a while and just go ahead and get it out.
As long as you promise not to do anything.
Well, I only have one more mission to go, so that'd be pretty easy.
Oh my god.
What? Are you blocking something?
Oh, I hope that wasn't you. Well, I'll find out in like 10 seconds.
Did someone just do something?
Nah, it's the Ambit did something. Like the Ambit just walked into a place that I
Oh, where
could not see.
they were like vulnerable.
Yeah, for a good like
I love it
5
when that
seconds.
happens. I love it when that happens. It's a thing of beauty, man.
Should I load like the people that could have bugged?
Of course. Because they would have
but
won by
didn't
now, right?
bug? Yeah.
Okay, this I want to see. I want to see if I made it look like he was swapping behind the shark. Oh, he goes to pick up the statue right after me with the shark there, but it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't cover the fade or anything. Yeah, that didn't quite line up.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realize you.
Although it did happen at the end of near the end of his cycle, so if you weren't looking at it, the shark zooms in right after the green fade. Okay.
So I do remember thinking that your book, like going towards the book, was strange, but like it was not like strange enough to like highlight.
Sure. I just haven't done any much microfilm against you, and I thought I need to bump it back up. Gotta do it at least occasionally in case you're starting to ignore it. Did you leave early? Was that a red? That was a red, wasn't it? I think
It was a
tested.
red.
You red tested.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. And then you also left again, real quick. I love it.
Man, oh my god.
No, it was
I
the
hate
time
that you
added.
didn't wait for that.
Oh, you did leave too early, but that's not what I saw. I just saw that. I
Yeah.
knew you time added. That's all.
I was waffling. I was planning on going to bookcase and like take a book out and immediately leave, but I realized I would be too slow for like being blocked by the shark
Yeah.
because I had a drink in hand. So So, okay, I'll just go to.
It's a good audible. It's a good
Windows
audible. I
instead.
like it. If you don't red test, maybe it works. I don't know. No, I was staring already, so even a white would have been like there was no one else at Windows. That was just gonna be rough. Whoever's in chat might want to play next. We're coming up on 20. I think this is the last one, actually.
Might need to look after this to do a quick count of spy and sniper wins.
A what?
I want to see spy and sniper wins that we've had in 20 games.
Oh, it's been a lot of
wins.
spy wins for sure. Yeah, I think Urand asked a couple hours ago even, so yeah, Urand could go next. That seems fair.
Banana bread.
So I have no idea who just got there.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Was the shark blocking like the whole cough or whatever?
It's blocking a lot of the cough.
Nice. I love it. Were you able to like figure like, okay, I could see this conversation, so this must not have been the one though?
Nope, I was able to figure out one person was outside of conversation.
It was just totally
So I
free.
got a low light for my cough.
A whole low light. Oh no, I gave him a low light in a 19-person party. Fantastic. Now that you've got your low light, what are you going to do? You're just going to grind me down, obviously, with
I
your
have
low
to be
light.
careful not to use it in one place.
Don't spend all your low lights in one place. I was just about to finish my flirt or fingerprint, so I'm probably good. I thought I might be low light, yeah. So what
Yeah.
do we got with the spy wins? Yeah, both spies went 6 and 4. Not bad. Not bad
6
at
to
all.
1.
Yeah, not bad. 10-10. That we're all tied up. I split with Opie, I think too. I split with both of you.
I had a good lead going into this, though. And then,
Yeah, I won like the last
We
three
ended up
or
10-10.
4. Yeah. Well, I did a lot of Mimi stuff too, so that's okay though. But you did some fun stuff.
I do want to say, though, I shot Hair right at the end because the shark was about to block her. And I was like,
Oh, yeah. And you're like, well, I'm about to be forced to the decision anyway, right?
yeah, and if I waited, then like, it would have been too late to actually be able to shoot her.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for the game, sir. I'm going to hop on against Duranda in a second, and I will be right back, everyone.
Does that mean I have control of the stream now? The stream is now mine. I have total control. How should I use my awesome power?
Hodar, are you playing background music on my stream?
Maybe.
Okay, that's enough of that. Urand, where's Urand? There's Urand.
Nah, see you, Track.
I see you, man. All right, Urand, you can do voice chat or not. Dun 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 dun. All right, let's do this. Courtyard. What is this? Wait a second. Let's see if this is a mistake. Yeah, there we go. We're doing all shark. You'll pass on voice chat? Yeah, that's fine. That'll allow me to talk a little bit more and be less distracted. Well, relatively speaking. So, you guys guessed what I had for brunch eventually. Chicken and waffles. What am I having for dinner? You're not going to guess this one. Just start throwing out foods. There's a meat and a starch. That's all I'll say. That's a pretty big hint, actually. You'll get it eventually now. Hey, now I can talk again. Leftover chicken and waffle. No, sadly, there's none of that. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Even left, right, left. Slim, small, and wheels. Corned beef and cabbage. No, I eat good food. Come on. Starch. There's a meat and a starch. Kind of a chill party. Duck pastrami roux. Okay. If you guys aren't going to take this seriously, the food guessing game, which deserves to be taken very seriously, then we're not even going to play. I mean, obviously it's a banana bread, pastrami, and cottage cheese sandwich. That's clearly what it is. Do you see your guess? Sushi. What? Starch and sushi? My hint sucks. Well, you guys haven't even guessed, like, chicken left, for crying out loud. Like, you guys, maybe my hint does suck, but you guys are not you're not narrowing this down at all. No, the starch is not rice. See, that's smart. Like, you're making a guess, and we're ruling and stuff out, and being systematic about it, as opposed to throwing out the craziest freaking things we can think of. Also, I've just never really liked fish much. Oh, I don't like that path at all from... That's either a magnet swap or that's just a weird-ass path from small. I think it's small. Okay, if small does like anything at this point, I think I have to shoot them. I even thought the statue lead was a little quick. She walked that book around forever. Banana bread pizza. Okay. Why do I even bother? Wheels is done with inspects. So is Twin. Oh, that's kind of a quick pickup from Twin too. I think there's been a time add as well. I'm not confident about when. A little worried about Twin doing a swap here at the end. Nope, no swap. Could be done though, obviously. I think Duke might have done like 3 time ads, by the way. I've been slowly suspecting him of each one more and more. It's a 3rd visit for Wheels. So either if this isn't a swap, ooh. I think Duke's just done a ton of time ads. But I also don't think he's done yet, and I don't think he's planning on finishing.
Banana bread.
Nope, never mind. It's not Duke, and it's not him. That knocks him out. And Twin. I don't think Twin's done a ton of time ads is the problem. I think they're the only one done, but that leave right there. Oh, no, that's a pretty good briefcase cancel. Uran's capable of it, certainly, but that's a pretty good briefcase cancel. The other Twin over here, on the other hand, is going over right when they expect the shark. They didn't get a lot of cover from that shark, though. If they hit a green right then... Did Queen just... bug? I don't like this at all. I think he's about to finish, but I don't feel confident that that's him, so I'm going to hold off. And if he wins, he wins. A few more seconds, we'll know. Pretty sure it wasn't her. Pretty sure it wasn't him. Don't think it was Wheels either. Could have been Salmon Direct, trying to frame somebody. Ooh, this Twin's been to both bookshelves now, though. I think Twin's my top at the moment, actually. But why would they go then unless they completely misread the shark thing? And why would they take the book out? So maybe not. Maybe Twin, maybe Taft, I'm not really sure. I'm going to take some aggressive lowlights because I'm pretty sure I'm behind. Now this person could be doing microfilm because they are definitely behind that shark. Who is it? Yep. Yep, Taft, one of the two. So one of the two just based... let me see here. I think there was a quick window leave that almost salvaged this game for me. Let me see here. Let's see. 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not bad. Yeah, that's perfectly okay window leave. Hello, Yeesh. I should be a little aggressive about this first flirt. Nope. Nope. Stupid collisions ruined it. Thoughts so far? I actually don't think it's a huge problem for the sniper. I think the spy has to be really on it to really take good advantage. And even then you have sort of a tan can credit bug kind of thing. I think it's actually pretty hard to time. I think we're going to get better at it, but I don't think we're ever going to be great at it, to be honest with you. Knowing your dinner guesses? Yeah. Yes, you're deeply serious. Dinner guesses. I'm going to be aggressive about the flirt here. Uh-oh, I double-clicked and demanded. A lot of partial progress here. I'd like to change some of that. And I'm going to be aggressive about the flirt here again. This is pretty... If he's flirt tracking at all, this is kind of a big deal, but... I haven't played Uran much, so I kind of want to work my way up to it.
banana bread.
And the shark zooms in on the banana bread. Just got it. Just got it. So now I have partial progress on 2 missions, a fingerprint and an inspect. I want to wait like 20 or 30 seconds and then go to that blue shelf. Is it homemade? It's homemade, yeah. I mean, sort of. One of the things is, you know, well, you'll see. I could just tell you if you guys just want to give up. So hopefully that book print just stays there for a while, and if I wait like 20 or 30 seconds, that's a pretty hard thing to shoot for when it's my last mission. I won't have a second inspect. I wasn't originally planning on doing the purloin, but I actually decided it would work okay. Spaghetti. No. No. 2 separate things. A meat that you can just have by itself. Okay, I'm going to go for the difficult print for the win here. Oh, wow. I was about to go for the difficult print there. There's a meat, just like you can have by itself, and then there's like a starch. So far, this guessing game is not proving nearly as interesting and entertaining to all of you as I would have assumed it would have been. But so, okay, so what I'm glad what I like about that barbecue and cornbread. That's a good guess, but nah, no. What I like about his answer right there about you know, weird path and inspects is I had a really strong feeling that I really wanted to avoid a second statue visit that game. And I was pretty determined to, and it looks like that was great. You were guessing restaurant dishes? Why? Why make assumptions? Big right, even. Big right, even. Big left, right. Look at this bar pile up. Okay, let's say Taft. Let's call an audible here on the highlights. Taft statues. The tubers are available. That's right. I will say it is potato based. But you know, that's too easy to just say potatoes. Hairprint. How balanced is this new venue? I don't know. It might be balanced, in that, you know, I can't even answer. I keep wanting to answer and then I can't. I think it's 60-40 for sniper. I mean, I'm not playing super serious games with most of these people. We're kind of like being aggressive and trying stuff out, and we're winning a majority of spy games that way, but not an overwhelming majority. I think it could end up being pretty balanced. I really do. I think it's gonna. You want spies to be winning a little bit too much in the beginning, because then it'll shift 5 to 10% after that. I feel like. It feels similar to Tan in how often things work, but it feels better when they work. Like it makes more sense when you miss something, right? The civ shots are more logical, as opposed to a little like, who knows, could be done. Okay, I was too busy talking to register exactly when the purloin went off, but I know I can narrow it down a fair bit with this at least. Microfilm seems impossible. I mean, it depends on how hard you're camping it. I've gotten away with it a few times. It's really hard to be like, well, they were at both shelves when the shark went by, so I guess they did microfilm. That's just such a huge assumption. No, actually, I'm going to leave them up and leave Taft up. If they're going back to the bar after the purloin, good for them. But I'm going to assume instead it's one of these people. Pork chop with mash. No, not mashed potatoes. Good guess, though. but is not mashed potatoes. Third shelf. That's interesting. I kind of like the idea of a third shelf, yeah. There's just a lot of time being killed here in some of these spots. I don't think Boots was ever at green. I don't think she would walk away with the shark thing there either. Uh-oh. I worry if I'm wrong about general and it's actually... I think it's actually general.
Banana bread.
Nope. Either Alice or Slim if it's real.
Banana bread. Banana bread.
Nope. What? BM much? Jeez. Man, he's like cheesing me 2 games in a row with the time ads too. Well, that explains one of them. So I had it narrowed down for the Purloin. Yeah. No, I'm not salty. It's just so rare that you ever see that. Like nobody in this community does that kind of stuff for me, except for KCM. KCM clanks statues at the end, but I know him well enough to know not to think of anything of it. And I only mention it because it's the second game he's done something like this. Fingerprint, yeah, that's fine. No redirect from briefcase. Oh, so he was trying to... So, I mean, there it is right there. So Purloin's already done. He goes back to bar. It's not plausibly for a flirt or anything. He does it because he says he has to redirect from briefcase. I don't notice that. He says I had to end up... No, you didn't have to end up there. You could have gone to a few other places. I mean, it's a perfectly fine reason, but I don't notice that. But it gets the low light for a completely different reason. Bacon's got next. It's easier and faster to go to bar. Well, I don't know if it's faster. That's a good question. Maybe. Anyway, that is the most Spy Party thing, is to do something for a reason and have it work for a different reason. It did not do what he wanted. He ended up wasting time. But it worked for a completely different reason. Which is just a thing. That's just a thing that happens in the Spy Party. He might have seen that. 3 at shelves, look at that. One of them's Smallman, I love it. So I don't know if he caught the bug path or credits a bug path or whatever, because at this point, he has no reason to shoot. And I also get the impression he's not memeing in these games too much. Well, except for the messing with me at the end, of course. Now, I don't love the idea of finishing Inspecs this game, but, if I can get away clean with the bug, I feel like I kind of want to. No, no, stop it, stop it! What is... I hate that. Yeah, there's a really good chance he saw the bug, and he has no reason to shoot yet. I might do a fake just to put a little... This isn't a phrase, but doubt of God into him. It's like the fear of God, except for doubt. Except it doesn't work grammatically. There also might be an SDA in here, but I'm just gonna...
Banana bread.
I'm gonna mix it up. I'm not giving off too many lowlights there, and it doesn't look like any of them are the big suspects I was trying to keep in early, and it also helps frame Smallman potentially. But I really hate when you already have the bug like that, and you can see it there. She just slams into me, and it looks like a bug anyway, so now I'm probably credited with a thing I might have gotten away with. Well, yeah, it's a valid stop talk. He interrupted me. You say you're all in on the fear of bug. I'm not. I don't know if he suspects the bug at all. It might be clean. I don't have a good sense of where the shark was there, or of where he was looking, or if he saw a trailing hand in just the bottom half, or whatever. I have no idea there. He has to shoot here, right, if he thinks that's a real BB. Unless he has confidence that it's not, in which case, good for him. Let's get a drink, just to be safe. Hey, Lazy Bear, what's up? Oh, you're saying the crash into the Amba makes it less likely I bugged earlier. Maybe, but so that's not what I'm afraid of. What I'm afraid of is he misses the bug entirely. And now he thinks I have the bug anyway. So the double agent, I'd really like for them to get back in here. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to keep going either way. It's just annoying. Keep crashing. Okay. Okay, alright. Thanks, dude. Thanks, guys. Just memeing all day long. Okay, so people are... Let's stop guessing about food. I'm having chorizo and tater tots. Right? It sounds a little silly, but it's so good. He might shoot me for this. I think it's like 50-50. Oh, that long talk animation. I hate it. Man, he's still talking, and he's even shaking his head like, nope, I'm gonna die. Let's take a look at how visible this is. It's just, yeah, it's just not visible because of general. I mean, he obviously has to suspect it, but it doesn't look like it's visible. Good chorizo's great. I don't know if I'm having good chorizo or not. I'm having chorizo. I will say that I feel like even bad chorizo's pretty good. Yeah, so what he's saying is it sounds like he just didn't have anyone else to shoot here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking around. This looks like kind of a chill party. Huh. Well, I actually like that game. I'm happy with that game. I think the bug was mostly clean, and I think with a slightly more active party, it's a tougher shot. I think maybe a green, too. It doesn't help that I was talking for both the fake and the real. Alright, let's do this. Let's bear down a little bit here. I think Queen swapped already. Not sure if I like that path either. It seems like a kind of a circular path there at the end from Queen.
Banana bread.
Nope. We have to do some very aggressive stuff now, I think. A little worried about Sorry. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit worried about Sorry. Oh, that twin path is so... I think this might be a direct purloin from Twin? No? Alright, Twins top suspect, but not by a lot. Actually, no, I might lowlight them. If he purloined into one of these lowlights, it's just got it, and that's okay. I think I might have seen Alice microfilm there. Yep, maybe. Nope. Let me see here. Let's see what this is. Dun dun. Yep. No, so I knew she was at statues, but I thought the other statue had swapped, so I mismemorized. And then at that point, yeah, whatever. Let's see. See the bug here. It's just a shark bug. No, the hand's a little visible. The hand's a little visible. Quality cheese. Yeah, well, the timing was close. It was almost, he almost had like a perfect cheese bug. What trick? There's no trick. I just mismemorized the statues right rather than left. I actually got to them in time, but I think what happens was sometimes when you remind yourself. So sometimes what happens is I'll run through the statues on bigger maps in particular where there's like 8, like Veranda or something like that. And then I have to repeat it to myself a few times before I internalize it. Sometimes if the stop is really quick, pretty rare, but if it's really quick, the second time I see it, I'll repeat it and I'll go, okay, I was wrong the first time, and the second time replaces the first. Not always. Sometimes it's just a mistake, you know, but... Yeah, so that's what happens. There's basically, that's the big issue for me, is that sometimes I have a little trouble figuring out not being seen statues at all. Oh, that's the goal, I guess, but yeah. When he says lazy bear, does that mean you guys already played this last night or something and you did that to him? I like it. I mean, it's a good move. Anyway, that's something I need to work on, is that I will sometimes my second memorization, the reminder where I try to solidify and calcify the memorization in my mind, it will sort of replace the first if I'm not careful. Now, it's pretty rare that someone happens to swap in those exact games, or in, you know, whatever, or tries to do that exactly when I'm doing that. There's a lot of risks involved, so it's pretty low risk. It doesn't bite you too often, but every now and then it can, for sure. I think it'll bite me a lot more often, no pun intended, on this venue. So let's see, Hair has an inspect, Teal has an inspect. He seems to pay a lot of attention to that, so we are going to pay a lot of attention to that. Because anything the sniper cares about is something the spy needs to care about. Somebody crochet that.
Banana bread.
So I gave him the Hair low light, but Teal is talking. Or not talking, rather, but she did a reel. So that's good. So Hair's out. Okay, and I'm just not seeing many statue visitors so far, so that's a little rough. Yeah, really wanted that green. A lot more options then. Can rush a few things. Teal to go to bar here. Oh, Teal's going to complete her inspects. I like that. I think if I get a chance to delegate to Teal, that might work pretty well. Yeah, I can't overhaul my statue thing after all this time. And I don't say 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. I don't know if you heard earlier. I do it relative on venues like this because I'm not going to memorize 8 numbers. That's not great. I do kind of what Slappy does there, like a version of it. I do like a modified version. I think he might have seen this, but if he wasn't totally on it, he's going to be pretty suspicious of Teal, because she's kind of done, basically. She's got her inspects already. Yeah, he's gonna get me on this. The fact that he held the shot on Teal. Oh, yep, still thinks it's Teal. Was she picking up a thing right then? 5 missions. One good BM deserves another. We were playing 5-8 and we didn't even know it. What did she do there at the end? Nope, she was just talking. Let me see. Low light for most of it. Let's see. What'd she get low lit for? Just for the redirect to bookcases? Wow. Jeez, yeah. But she got bumped back up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty soft low light. I mean, to each their own. I just feel like that's so risky. Like, because... So certain things are really hard to emulate. I don't like to low light for good bouncing too often. But I'm not going to give anyone any guff for it. I'm not going to give anyone any guff for it because that's actually genuinely hard to do. Redirecting when someone takes a spot you could have been going to, I mean, anyone can do that. They just have to care a little bit. I agree with the bear that most spies don't care about it, but I will do it sometimes. Now, I don't do it as often as some other people, but that's a pretty hard thing to assume because it's so easily replicable. Like, so easily replicable. Also, here's another thing. It's the very beginning of the game. What I'm telling him right there is, yeah. It could be a take control. So the problem is that it's so early in the game, it could be a take control, and therefore it's the kind of thing I'd highlight for, potentially, because they don't want to get dumped at shelves. And as he points out, it's so early, I could just be letting the AI do things. So, yeah. Yeah, that's really confusing. I mean, it worked out fine, but that's just really rough. That's really rough. I would have been bummed if my frame job, which I thought was pretty good, didn't work because he low lit for something within 3 seconds. That would have bummed me out hardcore. I'm glad that didn't kill my thing. This is very. You were still surprised when you let me on pub. I don't remember what you're talking about offhand. You have to remind me. If you're talking about the Winter Cup, I remember some of that match, but not all of it. But yeah, I mean that's the point though, right? Like, is it really worth it? The question is always ask yourself, how many lowlights have to be correct to equal one wrong one? And the number's high. The number is high. It's not 1-to-1, right? Wrong lowlights are way worse. Just during practice? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. See, the thing is, I'm just not confident that it's... Unless you have studied your opponent a lot and you come to the conclusion that this is just not a thing they ever do, I just think you're guessing. I think that is guessing, respectfully. I don't think it's always guessing. I think if you don't know for a fact that they don't do it much, then you're kind of just guessing. And if people want to guess, that's fine, but I just don't find that interesting. I find that as uninteresting as I find camping, right? But if it's based on what you observe they are capable of or what they do or don't like to do in certain contexts, that's a little different. I also am okay with it as a default position until they show you otherwise if you don't know anything about them. Like a null hypothesis is Spy will not do this until they burn you for it. But you have to be right so often to make up for the times you're wrong. I'm not paying enough attention to this game.
Banana bread.
I misclicked that book earlier. I didn't think it was actually blue, and now I have confirmation that it's not. 4 minutes seems comfortable. Yeah, it's too much. It should be 3:30. Maybe less. I don't know. It turns out it's just not that hard to get that much done. Well, so the question isn't whether they'd bother with a bookcase redirect. The question is whether or not they would bother with a bookcase redirect because they don't want to go there early in the first 3 seconds, or if they would just not take control for 3 seconds, which is pretty common. Now, I can't do a water shot because I wasn't even paying attention to who was talking because I'm talking to chat again. How many games have I lost talking to you guys? Quite a few. If that were some second statue visit, I would assume bang bang, swap behind the shark. I was just about to low light Disney and then he had to move. I don't like that twin path. I'm gonna low light Disney. Don't like that twin path at all. So Slim is done, and I don't like that. Tough shot, tough shot. Yep. I see the bug. Should have waited him out. He was going to have trouble finishing. Yeah, he was in a rough position. So my general... the reason I shot there is mostly because... You're talking to us. Get a green flirt. Yeah, the plan is to green flirt. I've been in positions where my plan involves needing a green flirt. It's not a great position to be in. So one of the reasons I shot there, I didn't like that shot. That felt like a below 50% shot. But I felt like he's going to finish as a default. I didn't assume that he was going to be this far behind. Not that he was really far behind, but he was in a rough position. I think I probably should have caught the bug. Yeah, so I remember specifically, I lost track of who I was suspicious of for bug this game, but I was suspicious of like 4 different people for bug that game, and they took paths like that. That was an excellent bug, but, you know, it's all you can do is say, could have bugged. And then I had that for Twin, I had that I think for Salmon earlier or something. There were like 4 people in my head who I thought to myself, oh, they could have bugged. Guess you just did a briefcase redirect and isn't going to get a low light. Or not a briefcase, a bookshelf redirect. Yeah, didn't sip right. That's okay. Pretty low risk here. Okay, so I think I have to get this briefcase. Or at least it's a really normal briefcase for me to want to get. Don't low light Slim for that. That's cheap. Ah, cripes. I tried to hit the green at the end of the thing.
Banana bread.
Is the shark gonna save me? No. Green was on the edge, and I really wanted that green. Really wanted that green. Oh, well. Dang, I like that start. Oh, look, he's got such a good view of it, too. That's ridiculous.
Banana bread.
Yeah, oh well. I just really want the green there. So I think this is powerful. I know I have a tendency to do this, and I'm okay with that, because it's one of those tendencies where even if people know, it'll cause them to shoot AIs a lot. I like enter green BB, boom, boom. Because even if they know you were in, it's just so hard for people to credit that instant action test and hit. It's just, yeah, it's good. So I like it. And I like because also, even if that's a thing you're known to do, as long as you also make sure to wait until someone gets in the conversation and then do your BB, it's the same thing. You can frame them. So, all right, left even. That looks like a general bug redirect, maybe. No, maybe not. Okay, that just could have been an instant swap. Left even, something even. Seek and slim it bar. That was a terrible time of chaos. There's way too much cover, way too much Akuzin. Left even, right even. That was rough. He had a lot of opportunities to do something in that time of chaos. Hey, Matt. Just like that, Twin is already done with inspects. Oh, wait. If that's a 3, please be a 3. I've already narrowed down to 2. Nope. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's either Twin or Salmon. I think maybe Salmon tried to do the swap behind the thing. And what they did was greened almost by accident. That's a fake for either one of them, though. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If he got something really sneaky by, good for him. But that looks like a fake for both of them. Play another after. I don't know yet, actually. Oh, sorry. No, Bacon already asked. Bacon claimed it. Alright, so now I think I'm just going to wait this out. My guess is... well, this is tough. So if it's Salmon, it makes a little less sense because he greened when it made sense to white. Maybe. Maybe. If it's Twin, he's framing Salmon, and he's also already done with his inspects. Which means he just needs to flirt a couple times.
Bread.
He's trying to frame Twin there, I assume. Okay, so I feel good about that. The analysis was dead on there. The red saved me a little bit because I did not actually see him cough, but I was convinced that the Twin hadn't coughed. Yeah, Urand actually did the most they can. That was a really good salvage attempt at the mistaken green. So I guessed what happened. That's nice. It's a little nuts that the Twin, who had already been to inspect nearby, yeah, who was already done with his inspects, which means I really was going to have to force a shot sooner rather than later if he was a little active. The fact that he went into a conversation with the real DA, or I assume it's the real DA because he tried to frame him afterwards, that's pretty nuts. That would have been kind of a wild way to lose, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's lean into the suspicion with the small man. Anyway, if Bacon bails out Matt, maybe then. Also, I've been going for 3+ hours, so probably going to top it out in another hour or so. Walk the dog before it gets dark. And then it's chorizo and tater tots. And then a cast tonight. We got a cast. Oh, geez, we got a cast in 2 hours. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. We got a cast tonight. We got a live match, y'all. I almost forgot about the cast. I got so into this. All right, so let's see. Who's the statues? Morgan and Rocker. Okay. Hey, Harry, you want to make this easy on me? No, you don't. Nothing's ever easy. Morgan, Rocker in general at statues. And Rocker General Salmon. Okay, well that helps a little bit. I like that. Oh my god, 3 people bailed. Get back in there. Get in all the conversations, you guys.
Banana bread.
Well, I'm pretty visible, but I don't feel too bad otherwise. I think that might have been a really bad banana bread because I think he highlit all the potential banana breaders. So is he willing to shoot this early for the purloin? If he does, good on him. Because it's a 2 flirt, which is hard to shoot for. Alright, good stuff. Yep. Leaning into the suspicion, the only highlight. Let's see this bug. Let's see the bug. Bug is invisible. And the purloin. What do we got here? Oh my god. There we go. 3 seconds. Sees it right there. Wow. 2 of them. 2 hardtails, almost completely covered by the shark. Oh, if it wasn't Top Shark, so I was not planning on purloining necessarily at first. I mean, I was talking about it, I was thinking about it. Actually, what I should have done was gone to statue originally. But then when I saw I'd already gone to bar, I kind of, I saw it was Top Shark, I'm like, okay, let's just do this. So that, I feel good because that was total improvisation. Based on the shark, which is nice. Left, left, even. Even, big right. Left, left, even, big right. Oops, nope. Misclick. Misclicking a lot. Let's just stick with the inspects for now. You know what? I don't think he likes the inspects. Let's go real BB. Excuse me. So that's Morgan, Slim, and Disney at bar. There's just a couple too many things to remember here. I'm worried about drive-by bugs because that's the one reason you pick this AMBA, maybe. Morgan, Slim, Disney, Salmon. Oh, free bug right here. Nope. Free microfilm, though. Nope. How many levels does Shark have? 3! Do I think Corium should be added to SEL? No, not this season. I know people are talking about adding it at mid-season. I don't think it's necessary. Doesn't feel quite right to me. Get out of my way, Shirk.
Banana bread.
Some pretty good lowlights. Let's see. Who could have done the reel? I might be a little behind on this. That wasn't great. I am leaning towards Irish right now, actually. Just kind of based on the timing of all that. Still no purloin. That's good. Morgan has wasted a lot of time. Oh, this bug's about to be invisible. Twin could just bug. There's nothing I can do about that. Look at this. Look at that. When the AMBA's right there and the shark goes over, oh, like several people could have just crash bug. That's hard. But as far as I can tell, the people nearest did not have a real BB unless I messed up the BB, which I might have because I didn't get a good reaction to it. I didn't react quick enough. Question is, if I see a purloin from Morgan here, do I assume it's director or not? I'm gonna say it's a little more likely because he took a drink earlier. Maybe he looked for a good delegate opportunity and didn't get it. Okay, Morgan. I think Morgan's the only person to go to bar semi-recently, so if there's a purloin, I think it's him. I only remember a couple statue visitors offhand because I've basically just decided they're not going to go this time. I'm a little worried about Seek because he's got a real BB, and I feel like he might finish microfilm here. He's definitely been to both. Boy, it's really hard to see that right arm on this side. This is the easy side. Alright, two of my biggest suspects are on opposite sides right now. I don't like this at all. And I feel like that's Salmon's second print, too. Oh, I want to shoot Seek so much right now. Oof. Let's see this. Let's see what he did. So let's see what happened. It was the quick leave. So what did he do? Another time ad. Just missed it. Should have nailed him for it. But I did not. See, flirt, 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 flirt. Microfilm in the corner. Yeah, there's a lot of cover there. Actually, is that even visible? Let me even see this. Wow, you can see the head turn, but you just have to sell out on that. That's crazy. Okay, so the banana bread, good. I got that right. Got him marked for that. Did the microfilm. It's a green, and that one looks like it's harder to see, so I don't feel too bad about that. So was he trying to do the whole... Did he think he was not visible at any point, maybe? That doesn't seem right. Anyway. The fact that he left so quick is what caused me to really be staring at it. I mean, I noticed the swap anyway, but I was, like, ready to shoot without seeing it at all, almost, because I thought I saw such a quick leave. I think he got me, maybe. Or he's low-lighting people for not being near windows and stuff. Maybe not. I don't want to infer too much. It's really easy to read too much into laser movement. Alright, green flirt. So as we saw earlier, even though I was really suspicious of small men, because I was able to two-flirt, obviously the cover for the hardtails helped, because I was able to two-flirt, there wasn't like an immediate reaction because I could already be done. That's the thing that gets you sometimes when you two-flirt, is that you can put them in a situation where they just don't have a reason to be staring at you for a potential hardtail. So I think that's one of the most underrated things about the ATs, if you're decent at them. So let's see. Blondo. This feels like a good Purloin game to me for some reason. I really don't want to go over there and flirt, though, unless I can get right next to him, and I can't right now, because I feel like the possibility of the two-flirt is a really big deal. Oh, no. I was looking up to see if the shark was covering for the bug, and it absolutely was not. Let's see if I can squeeze in now. I broke an idol. That's okay.
Banana bread.
Being pretty aggressive. Could be a big suspect, but I'm just going to chill here for a while. I've already got 2 missions done. A time ad. 3 minutes left. It's a lot to do. It's a lot I can do. What I'd like to do is something like fingerprint, but I'm not sure how many opportunities I'm going to get. I don't even know if that's a difficult or not. Bar thing's not bad. So if he's on me for all that activity, the fingerprint's going to look pretty rough. Otherwise, who knows. I could delegate to Boots here. She's been at bar twice, so he's very likely to remember she was there if I decide I want to do that. Now, I'm not really sure how much cover I have there. There's a really good chance he's in on this. We'll see. And if it works, and I don't get shot, then I just need 1 print. Oh, The twin beater? Twin beater there. That sucks. Oh, it's going to just miss it. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That would have been so good. Oh, that's rough. Oh. That's so rough. I'm not sure if I can realistically finish here. I'm going to go next to Smallman, and I'm going to fake a Purloin from him. Nope. And Slim beat me there. Thanks, Slim. You're the best, buddy. Alright, this isn't a very good frame job, but oh, that's the second time I've missed that corner. I think he's got me both times. I might have been behind the shark for that, I'm not really sure. That's the second time I've missed that. Okay, so I think what happened here, my best guess is they actually took a lot of soft lowlights and they happened to be right. Let's see here. I think he's taking a lot of soft lowlights, and obviously when they work, he's just got the party way too narrowed down. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, so he's still lowlighting for these redirects. Doesn't seem like it takes much. Question is, how much do I want to try to exploit it? Okay, alright, so he's lowlighting for a lot of stuff. So I think what he might be doing is what I said was probably the way to play Tan for a while there. I was saying that I think the thing is not so much to take risky shots as to take risky lowlights, because just to get the party down to a manageable level. I think that might be how he's responding to Aquarium. Is like, take a lot of the lowlights. Your threshold for lowlights should go way down. Big right, even left. Even, big right, even left. Is it wheels, boots? Wheels, boots, and bling. There was one other too. You gonna try to get out of there sorry again? You got a slow character for it. Nope. A lot of statue visitors. Yeah, I'm not saying it's just like any redirect. Obviously, redirect is changing to... But he's low-lighting for basically anything like that, it looks like. Like, I think he low-lit at one point for just picking up a briefcase that didn't have a fingerprint on it. From what I can tell. I didn't look long enough, but I think that's what it is. And I think... Now, that's a perfectly valid strategy. If it's like you're saying, look, I'm not going to be able to catch everything, so I need to get the party narrowed down, so I'm going to give off those low-lights. I think that's okay.
Banana bread.
If that's what's going on. So wheels. A little worried about wheels here. No? That could have been the briefcase trick. I'm going to assume real. Because even assuming real doesn't get it narrowed down that much, which is a shame. I don't think anyone's done with inspects yet. So I might have missed a Purloin. If the BB was covering for a delegate or something, could be framing teal. Nope. Okay. So there's wheels. Alice done with inspects. A little nervous about that. No, she was at the same one. Okay, so wheels and teals have the possible delegates. Oh, man. Look at this. Just there it is. So if the middle shark goes by when the Amba's in this conversation, it's really rough. I would say that's the single worst thing that can happen to a sniper right now on this venue, is that. Wheels does not appear to have delegated to anybody when he left. Teal's also has not. So I don't think either of them are in a position to purloin. The timer should be too low by now, or at least should be close. I'll watch out for a quick talk from Wheels. That might sneak it in, but... And I don't know, I'm thinking, could be Teal. I might have been too aggressive with the Alice low light. Yep, I was. Was that a fingerprintable statue? So when I was asking myself, that's what you have to ask yourself when you're low light for something like that. Yep, it was. And I did ask myself that. I didn't ask you that. I did ask myself that, but I just thought, I don't think so. I don't think so. But at that point, I didn't really like any of my suspects and they were running low on time. But my general assumption was that I should really make him finish missions this time. I should hold my shot and not assume he's going to finish. That turned out to be, I think, mostly right. That was going to be a bit of a rush at the end. He's actually, so he was very aggressive in his first couple games, and he's kind of chilled off since, and I think that's really effective. I admire Uran for doing that, because that works really well. When you establish you can do it, and then you put that paranoia into them, it tends to work better than the opposite. Whether it works competitively, it turns on like a million possible things. Yeah, 29%. That's terrible. That's bad. So what do we got over there? We got Twin. Twins and statues. There's a fingerprint there. I'd kind of like to get a win with a difficult this game.
Banana bread.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is a bit of a split, but I'm just going to take my chances. I'm not going to assume I'm low lit. It wasn't really designed to get a low light. But there's just so much to see, so... Okay, so I think that was the far back right statue. I'm going to hope it stays live for a while. Oh, is that Duke? Is Duke getting it? Yes, he is. Well, okay, I said I wanted a difficult, so I can get a difficult, and I can hopefully get a difficult and finish my inspects. That's not bad. I'll take it. He's definitely watching fingerprint pretty closely. Oh, geez. Okay, good. I actually didn't want the shark blocking me there because I was going to get credited with that ridiculous bug. Which is kind of funny, though, because it feels like the tiebreaker... Well, there goes the difficult. It feels like the tiebreaker should specifically be, did the Amba approach them or not? Because it could be a bug of opportunity, but come on. Like, how often does that really happen? So I really wish there'd been more bar visitors. But, you know, there wasn't, so what am I going to do? If he saw me enter and then leave that quick, then, you know, big trouble, potentially. That's a bad sip. Nope. Misclick. Really bad. Oops. Been pretty aggressive so far. Yeah, this isn't going to take. Kind of all over the place right now. Pretty messy game. I think there might still be a print on this. We're going to find out. Alright. Although I don't really have time. So I need the Amba to go to statue right now and I can finish Boom Boom. Yes! Oh my goodness. So there's like a million little things he could have shot for. The timing doesn't really make any sense though. Unless he's literally shooting for difficult print. Yeah, I was moving around a lot. Yeah, no, there's a million reasons for him to shoot me. He doesn't need a... He's got plenty of good reasons. I was all over the place. Question is, why shoot there? Does he just think there was a print there? Or does he think I was microfilming or something? I've never been to Green Shelf. Got it. Oh, this venue's wild. I realize this is distorting my view of the game. This game feels all weird. It doesn't feel like Spy Party to me right now. And I realize it's because I've just played like 55 straight games of it. I think that's left, left, big left. Salmon just right there. Ooh, Lion King. Yep. Right, left, left, big left. So you know what? I actually had a lot of luck specifically doing the BB thing. I think that salvaged the game for me, so let's try this again. See, up, and Salmon's just free there. Salmon, Walton, small. Kapow. Yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy messy game. I was actually trying a redirect, but it turns out I was on the pad before, because I'm bad at that. Someone took my spot in conversation. Good stuff. I think I was okay before that. That's kind of when it fell apart a little bit. Yeah, Pofke, exactly, right. The game feels totally different. Walt, Salmon, Papa, and Small. This feels like a BB time, unless he's waiting for Smallman to get in, or unless he is Smallman. If he is Smallman, he's got to get in BB. I actually feel like he's less likely to be Smallman for that reason alone. It's a Taft print. Yeah, it's going to feel so weird playing other venues. It's going to be so much easier. Even Tan, I feel like gets a little more of a bit of a logic to it, because it doesn't vary as much as this one. Alright, that's Duke. No one's finished inspects yet. Taft has a print. There's wheels. Yes, Bacon, you should low-light me for those. You should low-light me for redirects. Do it. Do it. Okay, let's see. Rocker there. Rocker and wheels. I think so. Oh, okay, so Morgan's the first one done with inspects. There's been a lot of statue visitors, but thankfully only one's done so far. I feel like a lot of characters are wasting time. I'd really like to get some lowlights here. I don't like that path, I'm sorry. No. Smallman.
Banana bread.
I think she was in here? Oh, I'm not really sure. That sucks. I missed it. Yep. Yep. Did the double fingerprint. I only had him down for one fingerprint. He was the only one who could have been done with inspects, and I didn't think he'd want to be the first one to finish, but he might not have been paying enough attention to it. Is there difficult in there? That might explain it. Let me see here. He tried a bug and missed. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's way late. Okay, well, I don't feel too bad about that. Got a book print. Okay, I think I missed that one. Statue. I don't remember. Or was it the other way around? I definitely missed at least one of them, and I wasn't willing to credit it. Oh, wow, he got the fingerprintable statue. So he got to finish inspects and fingerprint. That's pretty nice.
Banana bread.
It looked like I was going to get a chance to do that last game. Although it turns out I got shot just for being at that bookcase. Sure. I was actually not trying to do anything cheesy with that book. Are you gonna be ready for cast? I'd be so tired. Yeah, I gotta stop soon. Probably after this set here. Oh, I promised Bacon. I gotta eat dinner. Sorry, Bacon. I don't know if I can do it. Unless you want to play, like, right after this, Bacon, if you want to play, like, 5 real quick or something. Like, I don't know if that's even interesting for you, to just play, like, 5. I'm gonna be really aggressive about this flirt. Actually seems like a pretty active party, so I'm okay with that. And also, I think the first might have been hidden behind the shark, which is kind of funny. So I think even though I'm being active, it's not going to feel too active because I'm just at these little corners of the map. Like, I'm just stuck in that one little area. Oh yeah, let me know, Bacon, if you feel strongly either way. Gonna just miss the purloin again. I think ever since I got that perfectly timed one, I've been like trying to duplicate it, and look at this, I keep just missing it. Yeah, sorry, I had not budgeted at the time. You are correct. I'm sorry, Bacon. You know you know how inconsiderate I am better than I do.
Banana bread.
Pretty good, BB. Pretty happy with that. The angle of these windows has almost messed me up a bunch of times this match, and now it finally happened. I almost said something about that earlier, the fact that they're not straight. As long as he doesn't notice the time adds super late, I should be okay here. I'm not hiding behind the shark. This could be a shot. Ah, close one. Yep. Oh, I timed. Oh, look at the fin! Beautiful. Only a couple seconds to react. Hey, y'all, your ant's good. Why not try to green it? I don't think that works. I think I'd rather... There are a couple things earlier where he had to make a decision quicker, and I thought that was a little tougher. And I think it's just really tough to shoot there. I played a pretty clean game at that time, and he still had me. Actually, let me see the replay here. I think what's happening is... So let me see here. There are a few... When does he... Low light? Yeah, okay, the green. So I knocked out a statue visitor. I think there were not that many statue visitors. I knocked a couple out with the BB, which is a little rough. And then I said at the end he only has a few. Yeah. But you guys knew your hand was good. I actually thought for a second there had been 2 green time heads at the end. Yeah, so... Okay, so that's a good point, Urand. I am way more likely to miss... I mean, I'll catch them some anyway, but I think I'm more likely to miss the green time heads at the beginning because it's obviously not going to dilate as much. But at the end, if you time add with about a minute left, it can be very hard for the sniper to tell whether or not they missed more than one, right? So that's kind of what happened there. But that actually makes a lot of logical sense. What Urand's saying in chat is really spot on. He thinks maybe there's been 2 green time adds, and why would I do that and then go rush a swap? It doesn't make any sense. So that's super logical. And it's another one of those things where something I did works for a reason other than what I intended, which is what happened in one of the games earlier I was saying where someone was going for a low light. You were going for the low light for the briefcase redirect, and instead I low lit you because you went back to bar, which you just decided was the quickest place to go after the briefcase redirect. So it worked, but for a completely different reason than you intended, which is... in the moment, you're like, grrr. But then when you think about it, you're like, that's pretty cool. That's the kind of thing that happens in this game. So, anyway, that was, let me see, 56 games? Goodness. Okay. Ugh. I'm exhausted. I'm all sharked out. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go eat chorizo and tater tots, and I'm going to be on stream in an hour and a half, where I will talk even more and probably get hoarse. So, wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Oh! And of course, if you haven't already, please hit follow up top. I don't stream very often, so I'm not going to bombard you with notifications. And whenever you do get a notification, it's just going to be a stream exactly like this. So, thanks. Bye.